He said that right as Ross took my dice.
No. Damn it, I've been foiled.
Just this one.
Yeah, there we go. Hi everybody, we're stacking dice.
All right. Yep. It's fine. Yes, you can pick them up like that.
No, come back.
It's the leaning tower of chance.
I think we're live, guys.
Oh no!
Yes. Yes, we are.
I want to tell you what went through my head was I was gonna get airborne. I did not. I just bowling balled them.
Beautiful.
Sorry.
All right. So let's go ahead and kick this off by just getting our introductions out of the way. Taryn,
Hi.
where can people find Ross on the internet?
Should I do his voice?
It's up to you.
I was like, oh man, you can find Ross at on that their purple app thing that you kids play with or whatever. You can find me on Twitch, Ross_the_bear. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm a variety streamer, so you never really know what I'm gonna do. But lately, I've been doing a lot of Pokemon Fire Red randomizer, and that's been fun. But yeah, that's really that's the important shit. So
Nice. And to change things up, because each one of us seems to have a companion, what does Rose think of Silver Spring during this whole stay?
she definitely has some favorite places in this area.
May or may not be the candy shop.
So far, it definitely has been the candy shop. But yeah, she likes it here. I think if she had the choice, she might want to stay here, but I think Taryn is gonna continually like urge her along, just like, all right, come on, we gotta keep moving.
Time to get on the road. All right.
Again.
Ginger, where can Squizzle be found on the internet?
Hi. Do you know I streamed the other day? I was pretty excited. Sometimes I stream more.
And you had no tech issues, right?
No, actually I didn't. I was doing pretty good. I even
Wow.
stopped and the only tech issue I had was changing the name of the stream or where the game was or whatever, but Rez did that.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have Twitter. It's Squizzle119. It's 191. Right, 'cause my sister took 119 like a dick. I love my sister.
Wow. The lore.
I know. What was it? I have a blue sky. I posted like 5 things on it. It's there. And that's it right now. Pretty much I'm trying to do more on Twitch, but I've been either busy or just not feeling it sometimes, kind of gets that way.
Or it's just too nice outside and you have to go touch grass.
Oh, the weather has been beautiful. It has been a crime to be inside.
Wow.
And what has Francisco thought of Silver Spring during their short stay?
Francisco really likes the sound of water that's everywhere and not the bog smell obviously, but the attempt to overpower it with incense. He really likes the different kinds.
Well, come on in. It's
Hello.
Vendai and Jan. They're in my FC. Welcome on in.
Nice. Welcome.
Very nice. Yeah, that bog smell and somehow the thing that's supposed to remind you of home that happened that one time, and it was also the bog smell. Very nice. Green Sky. Where can Yagoki be found on the internet?
Oh, he can be found over there on that yonder red app, the purple app, the bird app, and the one that goes TikTok, as well as Instagram and Blue Sky as well.
Is
he
the red
recent-
app the YouTube?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, just wanted to clarify.
No worries.
Yeah, the Vem tubes.
I recently finally got all of a bunch of stuff ported over from my Twitch archive over to YouTube. I'm just slowly releasing it over time now. Over on YouTube, it is Yugoki_Wolf. Literally everywhere else, it is simply Yugoki Wolf. And then I think it's another week or so, and I could change the YouTube name to match everywhere else. Currently coming through Baldur's Gate 3. Usually stream Monday if Carrot's not open, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, excuse me, Friday I'm back here on this channel. And yeah.
Nice. And what has Keen Rain thought of Silver Spring during their stay?
It has been worthy of a couple of notebooks. He's gotten a lot of notes.
He got to get down to the bottom of a folk tale.
He did, and it was an interesting finding, and lots of learning has happened as far as maybe becoming a peddler himself, or maybe just a researcher somewhere. And he has thoroughly enjoyed the company, although he was confused a time or two by Rose. He has overall enjoyed the company of the crew here.
Nice. As for me, I can be found at little_Foxy on Twitch, and I have YouTube. It has videos on it. And mostly you'll find me on Discords. If you want a meme, I've got a meme for basically every situation. It's a problem.
It's
but yes, and I would ask what my companions think of the trip so far, but both of them are mute as I am blind. So...
Well, they might have a vibe.
They're dancing.
Buzz.
Nice.
Well, one of them's a book the last time we saw them, so one of them's dancing and the other one is a book. Actually, they were a bonfire last time we saw them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they're still not a bonfire. They probably went back to being a book, but we'll see. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, that's nice.
I have a question.
Yes.
Isn't this part 4? I think it's part 4 anyway. I'm sorry. I kept looking at. There we go.
You know, it was that way
it says
the whole
4.
time. It says 4.
It says 4 now.
It always said
No,
4. What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, don't gaslight me now. Don't do it.
Can I use a token to gaslight?
Let me hold on. I need to double check the rules.
Oh, I did want to ask about the
Oh
token.
no, I'm fired.
Yes, about the tokens.
As far as mechanics go, could I have used one to help Ember, I guess, be more comfortable with like dancing? Like not be afraid.
Let's see. The closest that we can find to allowing gaslighting is offering someone a chance to connect with you on a personal level. So the gaslighting is really gaslighting yourself for being a gaslighter. But as far as helping Ember feel more comfortable dancing, you could have used a token for that to essentially ease someone's pain, if only for a moment. That probably would have been sufficient. Or also offer someone the chance to connect with you on a personal level. That would have also worked for, basically opening up to a dance.
Yeah. Okay, because I've been trying to look for things to use my tokens for. I'm like, I bet that one would have been fine.
Yep. A lot of it is so you get tokens for how would I put this? You get tokens for interacting with the world, basically. So just playing the game will get you tokens. You spend tokens to have an overt effect on the world. So, sure, Yagoki, for example, spent, or they didn't, I don't know if they spent a token, but they worked out a deal with the local chef to get spices. The difference between them doing that and the spending a token to do that is that he offered the chance for spices and they talked it through and worked it out. And it worked out. Spending a token would have been, all right, this is how it happens. You help this person in this way. What does that look like? Mm-hmm. So it's the difference between I try to do this thing and I do this thing, You're essentially spending the resources of having contributed and interacted with the world to have a direct effect on the world.
There was also the factor of I'm a peddler. One of the things I can always do is trade.
Yep, always can trade. So it's the balancing act. Eventually, we're probably going to have a ton of tokens floating around, trading them amongst each other and all that. The box, as you can tell, has an infinite number of tokens in it. But for this session, we have the Moon Dance. The last night of breath is the Moon Dance, when communities gather to dance beneath the light of the moon and welcome Silt, which is the next holiday. Choose 2 traditions that this place doesn't engage in, and the rest happen. We got a couple of options here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. There are 4 of us. So let's do it this way. Each one of us can pick one that we really want to be a part of the tradition. If each of us do that, there will be 3 left, and then we can just pick one of those as a group to also keep in, and the other 2 get pushed out.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So try not to cover the buttons with your cursors, because they're huge.
I'm way over here.
I'm looking at the brown hand.
But I'm pressing Alt to look at it.
So, here's all of the options for chat to be curious about as well. Everyone staying up until the sun rises. A bonfire burning blue. Ethereal white robes. The ceremonial message of the moon. The ceremonial marriage of the moon. Thin metal crowns. A somber and esoteric waltz. And a quiet and caring ballet. So those are all of our options. Let's work our way around the table. We're going to start with Yagoki and then work our way Yagoki, Ross, Squizzle, and then me. We'll just each pick one that we want.
Alrighty.
I'm going to kick it off with the blue burning bonfire.
That is a giant dot.
I don't know how to make it smaller.
And then me next?
Yes.
Okay, I like the thin metal crowns. It's giving Burger King crown, and I like it.
Yeah, I don't know how to make the cursor thing smaller. There's a way to do it. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll go through and select them all, and then we'll just put marks next to the ones that we don't want to keep.
Okay.
So we have the bonfire and the metal crowns. Squizzle, which one of these do you want to be a part of the local holiday tradition?
Let's see. Bonfire, metal crowns. Want everyone stay up all damn night.
Everyone stays up all night.
That's gonna be hard.
So that's 1, 2, and 5. All right. I like the idea of the ceremonial marriage of the moon. So, of the 3 that remain, we have ethereal white robes, the somber and esoteric waltz, and a quiet and caring ballet.
My vote is for the waltz.
As
I
the
was
one
about
that we
to
keep.
was about to
Yeah.
say I'm on waltz or ballet.
I
One of
like the
those.
waltz.
I also like the idea of the waltz. Waltz feels
Okay.
a bit more on point for like what the town is, as opposed to a ballet, I feel.
Mm-hmm. And if you know
being
one
essentially
waltz,
a
you know
raise.
I love how we all decided it's like, no, we're not doing white robes.
absolutely not.
So no ethereal white robes and no quiet, caring ballet.
Also, I'm such a
Alright.
nerd because like I'm thinking about the waltz for the moon for Final Fantasy VIII.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So the waltz was one that we all picked, but to help flesh things out, for each one that you picked, how does that look for Silver Spring? We'll go in the same order.
As far as everyone staying up till the sun rises, it
Well, the one that you picked.
right, or rather the bonfire. Excuse me. Yeah.
Because keep in mind, we're like
Um,
at a salt flat swamp that's mostly made of wood.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how a bonfire would work.
A suggestion. Certain salts will burn blue.
Ooh. Maybe
They
the
do
party
indeed.
happens out in the flats, away
Yes.
from the town proper, so that everyone can
Mostly
get a
made
good
of
look at the
wood,
stars in
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Well, they're also getting a good look at the moon and stars because this whole town
Yes.
essentially has a double canopy.
Yes, it gets out. It gets everyone out from under the canopy and out into the salt flats. It's the preparation for it is a long previous day of sleep. Like it's a 2-day holiday kind of thing. You're off of work.
The 3-day, you rest, you party, you rest.
Yes.
Everyone gets Monday off. Very nice. So we got the pregame, the game, and then the itis.
Yes.
And everyone is out at one of the salt flats. One of the ones that's raised out of the water, obviously. Or that they specifically drain for this purpose, perhaps. Very
Ooh,
nice.
you know, they could probably do what is that dry wood that washes up? What is that called? You see it on the ocean all the time. Driftwood. Yeah, because if it's made of driftwood, then it naturally is full of salt anyway. It could just naturally burn blue.
Yeah, you know, we did say that a lot of the trees around this area were mangroves. So if they have mangroves that they would specifically harvest for the festival, those mangroves would be packed with salt.
Not to mention general cleanup.
Yeah.
Salty
Very
tree.
nice. Salty trees. That must have played League. So Ross, the thin metal crowns.
I like to think that the smiths of the town, they're the ones who make them, and then like they're not like decorated or anything at the time when they're distributed. So like the townspeople will then get to like paint them the way that they want.
Ooh, or put little bits of fabric on them.
Yeah. So that way everyone has their own like unique colors and stuff.
What if people start off with their favorite type of fabric, and as they go around meeting other people, they just give off little chunks to put in their crowns?
Ooh, it's almost
Oh,
like the
that'd be
badges
cute.
at like furry conventions where like it just gets progressively longer as you add more and more stuff that you've seen to it.
Mhm.
Everyone ends up with a giant lanyard.
Very nice. So, everyone's staying up till sun rises. We've already mentioned this is like people want to like they sort of sleep in the previous day. There's a lot of resting. They party hard all day on the moon day into the night, waking up the next day and then go to sleep at sunrise. And it's a nice lazy day afterwards. But what else do you see that influencing Squiz?
So I would imagine there's a lot of prep, and then they kind of do a break, and then everyone like gets together, and they all kind of like take turns like keeping it going. Like the people who make food aren't the people who make food all day. Like they all swap around, so like everyone's doing a little bit of work, but everyone is partying hard.
I also imagine that like instead of like a lot of alcohol being passed around, there's still a little bit, it's still a party, but there's like
Yeah.
you end up with a lot of more coffees, little sodas, the candy shop, little things to just give people the energy to make it all the way through the night.
Hmm. I imagine that if they do booze, it's more towards like between like
ciders,
4
maybe?
and 6 a.m. Like
Yep,
right
it's
before the
the
sun comes up. It's the oh my gosh, I can't believe we made it.
cheers to the sunrise.
Hmm. Oh, it could be that they have the I don't want to bump into your thing, but like they could have the marriage of the moon later on, and then as a toast to that marriage, that's when they start drinking.
See, I was actually going to say along a similar vein is I viewed the ceremonial marriage as a kind of like prom queen and prom king type of deal where
I like that.
the whole town raises up one particular person and then another person to essentially be the king and queen, and both are presented as the bride and groom to the moon as a little triple going, and then they're kind of viewed as going on their honeymoon when the sun rises, which is why they've got to like party super hard. The party goes late into the night, and then they don't see them again afterwards. And it's the idea that like they're also bringing in the time of the moon, because this whole transitionary period, this whole month being the shortest this whole month is like the transition between longer days and longer nights. So the nights would have been getting progressively longer, and then the night really has its moment from this moment on being the prominent part of the day. So kind of giving homage to that, like, hey, we want to be on the moon's good side because the moon is going to be out more and more.
God, those memes, it's like, oh man, I really gotta make it back home. Bro, it's like 4 p.m.
True, though. So yeah, that's fun. And we have the somber and esoteric waltz. So I had an idea with this one when it was brought up, which is that it is an ongoing dance through the entire night that people join and leave as they need a pick-me-up, essentially. If they've got too much energy or not enough, they'll go there to sort of like recharge their battery, get more awake, and keep the party going. But it's this ongoing dance. And like even musicians are like, all right, I got to step out for a moment. Another one will pop back in and start playing where that one left off. So they've got this constant rotation of song that just continues throughout the entire night.
Oh, that's cool. And like sometimes it'll be like a little more like drummy, and sometimes it'll be a little bit more wind instruments, and sometimes it'll be a little bit more string, and it just like evolves as the night goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Every
like-
now
I
and
like
then
that.
another upstart musician will like come out of the woodwork and start playing for the first time, viewing this as their moment to shine.
Play Freebird.
And I imagine that
This is wonderful.
this whole rotation starts after the marriage ceremony, and it's the king and queen that they get the first dance.
Ooh.
And they kick it off.
Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
going to suggest that too. Yeah.
Very nice. So everyone's got their crowns. They partying all night, and in the middle of everything is just this magnificent blue bonfire created from the salt wood of the mangrove trees that has been sort of handpicked over the season for this purpose and dried ahead of time.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's a
'cause you want to keep a
beautiful
bonfire going
display.
all night. You're gonna need a lot.
So they would have been like keeping scraps. They would have been like, here's my donation, essentially. Each person having a little bit that they bring forward. So it is this community bonfire that keeps going. Everyone offering their little piece to keep the fires going.
It's like your ticket of entry.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Brought a log.
Yeah.
So I'm saying let's go ahead and start at essentially the beginning of the day on Moondance. So we're all waking up. We know essentially that much. What we've described. We'd know that much just from interacting with people that have been doing planning, our talks with the locals. You know, we don't have a problem knowing that that's essentially how this place is going to run it. Some of us have probably had experience with the white robes being there. Other times where they've done the ballet instead of the waltz, or the ballet and the waltz. Because we've all been traveling at different times, and we've seen our fair few years, and we know that every place does it differently. We've just learned how this place does it. So we can start our day there, sort of weasel our way through the day, and continue through the party, and we can end off that next morning and just make a day of it.
I know where to
Yeah.
start.
All right, where are we starting?
All right, we gotta pick up our crowns.
Yes, we have a lot of crowns. I wonder if they'll give a tiny crown to Whisper.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I bet they will. It's like a little ring.
It just hangs off of one of the antenna.
Cute. Ginger is like vibrating right now. Go get that crown. She's singing horribly.
What's
off
Rose
key.
doing?
I'm imagining practically dancing next to Ginger.
Nice. What's Keen Rain and Green Sky up to?
The Keen Rain is poking through some of the old god paraphernalia for crown material.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna make his own.
And Green Sky is trying to avoid him using something that actually has some potency
Or too much value?
or too much value. Yeah, that too.
Keeping him reined in.
Yes.
Keen reined in, if you will.
Yes.
What was
Oh,
that?
I'm so. How did I pick up your stuff? How did I do that?
You're the one that made the noise.
No, somehow I like put my mouse over like his papers and they all just went whoosh.
Oh.
There we go.
Papers
Just-
restored.
We're just
I'm
gonna
so
lock
sorry.
these. There we go. Nice. Ember is probably sticking close to Terran.
I imagine Rose is looking up and being like the big puppy dog eyes, like, oh, we gotta get the crown, and then Ginger is like squat down as far as she can to try to be eye level so she can also join in.
With puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. Oh my god, the idea of a giraffe really trying to get down onto the level of a rabbit is really funny.
I'm just hearing the eagerness in you guys' voice, and I'm like, all right, come on. Let's go and get you guys some crowns.
Yeah!
The
Says
mic
Ginger,
giving
the
out.
It was perfect.
Yay!
Yay! Ahem.
All right, so Green Sky, do you know which vendors we should go to for these crowns? I believe there's a number of craftsmen working on them.
We've been here long enough. I do, in fact, know a guy.
Well, go ahead and lead the way. I trust your instinct.
And they walk down the craftsman's alley, craftsman's wharf, if you will, to the familiar sound of hammers going at it, and pull into this one frog's shop, and we'll just call him
Do you want a gift sheet, or are we just using it temporarily?
no, just temporary here.
It shall be named Smithy. Smithers.
I like
Smithers the frog. All right.
Smithers. Smithers Smithy.
I like it.
It's canon. So we show up at Smithers Smithy.
And the moment Green Sky walks in, Smithy drops his hammer. How you doing, friend? You here for a couple? That event's right around the corner. Yes.
It's supposed to be later today.
Yes, friend. It is indeed. 2 crowns, 1 for the kid and I. All we need. Alrighty, right away.
But where's my crown?
Oh, did you follow?
Oh, everyone's with you.
Oh, yeah, we're here.
Oh, okay.
You turn around. Oh.
Ginger is offended.
Make that 6.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8. That'd be 8 crowns.
If I'm counting right.
Green Sky Keen, Taryn Rose, Ginger Francisco, Ember, and possibly Whisper.
He sits down for a moment and does the math for everyone for a second.
He's like, not 2, 8.
Wait.
It's like
Yes.
counting with his fingers.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I just need 2, and then he turns around. He's like, oh shit.
It's like, everyone's here. Wait. Make that 8.
Can one of them be a small crown?
I
I
How
hold up
small are we
my
talking?
I hold up my firefly, which is asleep right now, like it's a baby. I'm holding it up
Oh.
like it's the circle of life.
I, hmm, be
I
quite
imagine
tricky
he's
to
made
make.
crowns for like pets.
Would be quite tricky to make something that tiny, but it wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I suppose I can.
Oh, well,
Me,
thank you.
me, me take a gander at everyone's domes, get a brief measurement, see for all these.
I carefully take off my hat and hand it. I'm holding it out as though someone can take it.
Taryn will take it.
Oh goodness, that's quite the hat.
You can measure the inside of the brim. After you take the hat, Ember like takes both of her arms and sort of wraps them around the top of her head. And one of her arms is like covering where her eyes would be.
Mm. Oh,
Hey,
yes.
can I have a? Do you have any bells?
Yes, actually. There's he scrounges around the shop. You hear a tinkle in the back. Oh, I think one just fell.
Ding,
Oh no,
ding,
the
ding,
bell
ding.
fell.
To whom the bell tolls.
But yes, I can. Did you want that on the hat or the crown?
No. Is there a way you can attach it to this earring and I pass him one of my hoops?
Oh, well, certainly. That'd be
For a
easy
second, I
enough.
thought you were gonna ask for a jester crown.
No.
Jinga, jinga, jing.
I'm gonna put the earring in and I'm gonna wiggle my ears and I'll look at Ember and be like, if you can hear the bell, your head's safe.
Oh, well, thank you. That does put
That
my
kinda-
mind at ease.
I give my ears a little wiggle.
He goes around getting measurements for everyone, and just kind of eyeballs the the measurement on the sleeping firefly.
It can just
Okay.
go over like one of the antennas, like a little ring almost.
Oh yeah,
It'll help it stay on when he's flying.
Yeah, triple lot ring should do it. I can have all these done well before the festival starts.
All right. Should we meet you here, or will you meet us at the location of the festival?
I have a couple other orders for crowns, and so I'll have a stall out there. So I'll meet you there.
Oh, perfect.
Yippee! Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be so much fun, guys.
Ember is like
Ooh.
reaching out, expecting to get her hat back.
Oh, oh, there
That's
you go.
fine. I'm done with it. Yes.
She like pulls it real tight down. It's like, oh, jeez. Feels so exposed without my hat.
Ooh, Rose, guess what?
What? What's up?
We get to go see your favorite person. Besides me, of course. the
Right?
candy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna see everybody tonight, right?
We will, yes, but we need to see someone very specific. We need to go pick out our fabric.
You're right. Let's go. And now I have
Thank
to go
you
get her
again.
again.
Just maniacal laughter.
Ember bows to like the frog that took all of their measurements. We'll be out then. See you later. Makes her way out.
Ting, 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 ting. I shall indeed. See you later. And he's already working on one of his previously made orders.
So we're going to Maybell's then?
Fabric, 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 fabric.
That would be where that is. Yes.
That's an affirmative.
So I like to think that we're gonna show up at Maybell's. Let me search here.
I already took her out.
I'm looking for. Gordon seems to be nowhere to be seen.
Ooh.
He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
was
you mean
looking at-
actually physically?
He's not actually at the shop.
Got it.
It would seem that the ghost, the masked vigilante, strikes again.
I'm guessing they'd be talking about it in the shop.
Hushed tones.
Not even in hushed tones. I imagine there'd be a little bit of both of them being like, we already were at capacity, and now we've got even more work to do because we have to do his work. So what was their name?
The city?
No, the
One of them was a hummingbird.
hummingbird at the back.
Oh, hummingbird in the back. Okay.
Was that Clarence?
No.
Sophia.
Yeah, sounds right.
Where is Sophia?
You still have her?
Oh, here she is. Yeah.
Don't think so. Oh, I do
You
have her?
do.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
you still have her.
Wow. Nice.
Okay, perfect. So you get to play Sophia by default.
Nice.
You also did so well with it last time. Would anyone in particular like to play as Maybell?
I could take Maybell again.
Real. And then I've got Gordon's sheet here, but there's rumors afoot. And also a lot of books to fix. All right.
Okay, so
So-
we're like arriving, yeah?
Yeah, we arrive at Maybell's. It's a bit hectic.
Okay, so I'm like imagining that like over like the sounds of like everyone running around, you can hear as like you're like getting out like to the door, you can hear like Maybell just shouting like, "Come on now, we've got a lot to do and everybody needs to put their backs into it."
Like, you know that I've already been putting my back and soul into this.
All of us, as in the two of you.
Like, her little sewing machine is like actively smoking.
Oh God.
It's a manual one too, which makes it all the more impressive.
Yeah, that would be shit.
It's one of those oldie style push foot ones. Like,
Yeah, you try to look at her foot, but like you can't see it.
it's that hummingbird wing look, but it's her leg.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just gone.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
Like,
we can't
fabric
see
is
her
literally-
wings either. We just see projects being completed and one
Fabric is
foot.
literally flying. Just into a mishmash pile where I'm like, I finish it, just figure out what to do with
I swear of all the days for him to vanish.
It sounds like a buzzsaw
Yeah.
that was attached to a weed whacker.
it. I got to play with one of those.
It's just
I don't like the way you said play with.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
it was
Oh,
dangerous.
It was very
What?
dangerous. Yeah, it was fucking gas powered too.
Oh
God.
no.
Cut down small trees with that thing.
I bet.
It's nice for brushwork.
Nice. So, yeah, absolute chaos. What else is happening? We all show up. Da-ding, da-ding, da-ding of the bell chime as I imagine Green Sky leads the way.
We'll be just a moment, darlings. Just hang on.
Who is even here
Oh.
right now? Everyone's here right now. It's the festival. It's the day of the festival. Where is he?
It's your favorite customers.
And Maybell just kind of like pops her head out from like behind the Like I'm assuming there's like a curtain in between like the front desk and the back room. So she like pops her head out. She's like, yeah,
a big tapestry probably, because that
would make sense.
The primary textile of the town.
Yeah. And green sky would be in the white undershirt and the full red overcoat that they had made, and the pants.
You hear Sophia kind of click her tongue, be like, looks great. Nice.
But like no pause in work whatsoever.
No.
That was
She's
as much
just
of a
very
pause as you're
smooth.
getting, was the tongue click. Hi, Maybell. It sounds like you've got a lot going on.
Oh, darlings, you don't even know the half of it.
You've got a lot going on.
You see, right as we were starting today, Gordon just up and vanished. We have no idea where he is, and we are way past capacity.
Have you checked on his
festival.
room? He stays downstairs from you, right?
Right.
I imagine that his room is cleared out. Unlocked, but empty. He used the entire week between the package being received from Ginger to now to just pack up and go.
You see, I went to his door and I knocked, to be polite, of course. And when I received no answer, I wondered if perhaps something had happened. So I opened the door and I find the entire room has been cleared out. It's empty, as if no one had been there at all. Which obviously is absurd, but still, why would he not have told us? And why now to leave? Simply inconsiderate.
Didn't
Very
leave you
rude.
a note or
The absolute
anything?
worst.
Not even a note.
Maybe
But anyway,
room's up
what
for
can we do
grabs,
for
right?
you? Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say his room's up for grabs, though, right?
You already have
stay
a
in
room.
his house.
Oh, yeah, but I could put all my stuff in there. You know, my stuff is very important to me. I could put more outfits in there, more ideas. It'd be good for me. My imagination.
Are you saying
need
there'd
more
be so much
creativity in
room for
workplace.
activities?
Yes, dear. You understand.
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline, darling, because
Ah.
I have to replace him.
I mean, do you want to keep working here without him? Or a replacement at least?
She's like weighing her options. Not stopping once. There's like room for more stuff or another person. It just depends. But if they're useless, I'm kicking them out myself.
Jeez. What was the meme? Where is it?
He's looking for another meme.
I'll post it to the Discord.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Weighing options.
Hmm.
Really do have a
Exchange
meme
for
my balls.
Hmm.
So then, well, we're showing up to get some fabrics for the festival. I hear that you guys wear them as ponytails or something. It wasn't described to me very well.
Oh, no. They take them in little... This is Ginger now. They take them in little, like, scraps, and then you take the little scraps, and then you put them in your crown. Like, you fit them in... I can help you with yours, because it's, like, way up there. But you fit them in your crown, and then at the end of the day, you have this crown that's, like, all covered in different colors and textures and, like, all kinds of crazy patterns, and then your crown looks, like, awesome. Like, it's an example of all the people that you ran into.
Oh, that sounds nice. But yes, we were going to get some scraps so that we could hand out scraps to people that wanted them. Do you need some help, though? It seems like you're severely understaffed.
No, Sophia's got it. Don't you worry about it. Although, I
Torso.
did I just hear you say you were interested in distribution?
Are you talking to me? Says Sophia.
No, not you, Sophia. You keep working.
I'm not moving.
No, if the rest of you are looking for something to do this afternoon, well, these completed works could use some legs to be distributed amongst the townsfolk, you see.
Ginger's eyes absolutely sparkle. You want me to deliver something for you?
You know,
That
we
is one
have
way to
someone
put it.
who's something of an expert at that. I can't say that I can help in particular with carrying heavy objects or identifying people to be delivered to.
Oh, but darling, you have a different skill set entirely that would be perfect for this. You see,
I do?
yes, you do. You see, while you may be somewhat visually challenged, everyone else in town can see you for miles.
Can they? She's
Your
like sounds like
advertisement.
absolutely flabbergasted by the concept that she has stand out that much.
So, if the townsfolk were to see you sporting these cloths, then they would know where to go to acquire them. That way, you don't have to go anywhere, and they will come to you, darling.
She like nervously grasps her dress. There's a small audible tear as the tear that goes all the way up to the hip tears just a little bit more. She's like,
Darling, I could fix that for you in like 2 microseconds if you really wanted me to.
I've told you no the entire time that we've been here. It's okay.
Okay, I'm
I
going to
think
mention it every time.
it's not showing anything, right? Is that...
No, you're okay.
She glances for like half a second. Oh, you've still got room.
You still got room.
Still got room.
So wait, you want me to wear the fabrics and walk around?
You needn't walk. You simply must stand in a place where you're unobstructed. And then the rest of
Could
your party
stand out
can
front of the shop.
and the rest of your party can handle the actual difficult task.
Distribution.
Yes, thank you.
Here, since I'm going to be stationary, Whisper can go with you guys and help you guys locate the deliveries. Whisper's always had a really good intuition for these kinds of things. Whisper is clearly still asleep.
Aw. Baby.
Very much so nocturnal bug.
Right.
Well,
Rose, do you want to hold the baby?
oh, I'm. It's like she's like nervous because she's like it's that feeling of like I really don't want to drop it.
She's
You
got
don't have to
wings.
hold the baby.
Oh, okay.
How big is the Firefly?
About the size of a human backpack.
Human backpack. That's pretty big. I don't know if Rose can hold the baby.
Rose can hold the baby because she's about the size of a human child, which would usually sport a human backpack, you know?
On
Yes.
their back.
You
You
can-
talking about like an adult backpack or like a kid's backpack?
like a Jansport backpack.
I don't know your brand, man.
You brand man.
Jansport is
Brand
like the
man.
brand of backpack. It's the
Hey,
movie
Jan-
brand.
Jansport is the like definitive go-to for most high schoolers or anyone really.
Okay, high schooler backpack. I'm thinking like jogging into the mountains.
Not
backpack.
backpackers
N-
backpack.
Not a hiker's
Okay.
backpack. No.
Okay.
Different vibe.
Whisper is maybe 2 feet long, tops.
Well, how about it? Would you guys like to help out?
Yes.
I'll be of whatever assistance you say I can be. I trust that I will do my job as good as I can.
Fantastic.
In a town of frogs and snakes where nothing is really over 5 feet tall, you do stick out like a sore thumb, yes.
No,
A nice looking sore thumb.
Very pretty. Absolutely.
As she turns
stunning,
away from the sound of
gorgeous.
all of you guys' voices and has pulled her hat firmly above her face.
Aw.
Aw. Oh, before we go through too much of the fabric, can I look for a specific kind real quick?
Who's asking who?
Ginger is just wants to look around before we go. Before we like sell too much of the fabric.
Be my guest.
I want to look for a dark, like really dark blue with like white spots, something that's like the night sky.
Ooh. I think we've got just the thing.
Do you have one that's like silk?
Do we have one that's like silk? Do you hear yourself? Of course we do.
Ginger kind of goes,
And Maybell turns around and like sticks like gingerly sticks a hand in like the pile of the ever-growing pile of things that that
Or
Sophia
has-
is turning out.
Or had they
flying
maybe
into
ordered
the pile.
maybe had they ordered one, but that was one of the ones that Gordon absconded with?
Ooh.
I was going to say what probably happened was a couple more orders came in over the course of the week. And because Gordon was gone, they ended up with a surplus of materials because he normally orders extra, but then marks down only what they would expect to order.
So they just got the extra.
They got the extra that he'd normally have taken for himself and resold.
So she like from the pile she like pulls out the almost exactly what you were asking for, and just kind of like gives it like a little
Sparkles
wave.
in the hummingbird light. The light being emitted from their wings as they move at relativistic speeds.
Hey, Belle,
My
this
brand.
is perfect. And then
My
Ginger
brand, yes.
clops over to Ember.
I don't
Here,
know
feel
your
this fabric.
brand man.
Ember, feel this fabric.
Ember turns around and she's like, she doesn't blush like a normal blush. She blushes almost a faint purple or lilac, but she's definitely blushed all the way through and just reaches her hand
you
out.
look so cool. Anyway,
And then she turns it back around.
no.
Oh.
I meant it, but like I didn't mean it. But I meant it. Here, touch this fabric.
She reaches backwards.
Oh.
It's nice, right?
Oh, that is smooth.
It looks like the night sky and fireflies. It reminds me of you.
Oh,
I picked this out for you.
she like gives it a good grip. Well, thanks. Beautiful. I love the idea. And it
You're
feels
welcome.
wonderful.
Yeah, I thought that'd be important. But when you give it to other people, it'll remind them of you too.
Well, apparently I'm hard to forget.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said, to be fair to me.
Said I'm a sore thumb.
all right. I think
Was meaning you are easy to spot in this town.
I think we've done enough to Ember for now.
She's like rocking back and forth quickly. Whisper has woken up from the generous rocking back and forth
Mhm.
and flips
Don't-
over to Taryn, where
Don't shake
it's
the baby.
a smoother ride, and starts to doze back off.
Oh.
Taryn just kind of gives Whisper kind of a look, and then it's like, okay. It's like, I guess you can stay.
He's
I
kind of
guess
like
you can
latched his
stay.
front legs onto the shield, and he's just added himself to the shield.
Ooh, that's neat.
He's like attached to the little handlebar piece, and he's just resting there.
All right, do we have a list of who we're looking for, or?
Oh, it's no one in particular. You see, these are supposed to. We are part of a chain of textile companies that are all providing these fabrics for everyone in town for the festival. So, really, all we're doing, or all I'm asking of you, is that when people come by to acquire some, just to hand them out, give them whatever it is they ask for.
Customer service?
Yes, but you're not handling money, dear.
Oh no, I can't handle money. Francisco handles my money affairs. I am not allowed. Or we would be broke.
Mabel looks Francisco up and down, just like,
He just kind of like slowly nods.
Well,
Look.
well, Mr. Francisco, if you're ever looking for a job, I have a newly open position.
He kind of looks at the hummingbird that is like completely off her rocket at this point. I'll keep it in mind. I do have one hyperactive ward I have to keep an eye on, though. I don't think I could handle two.
Well, all right then. Now, Mabel like kind of like grabs like a bin and like puts as many of the pile that Sophia's already like made in it as she can, and then like sets it in front of the group, just like, all right, this is what we'll start with. Now, go out there and knock them dead.
Green Sky and Keen
Ember leaves.
both take a bin apiece to help carry things out.
Selling fabric, selling fabric, selling fabric.
There's something about the way you said that made me think of like the Jaws theme for some reason.
Yes.
Fabric.
I was
fabric.
Fabric. Fabric. Fabric. Fabric. Selling fabric.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know I needed it in my life.
Ember is standing outside with arms to the side like she's just a signpost.
Oh.
She hasn't even
Ginger gives her-
gotten anything on yet.
Ginger gives her a thumbs up, realize what she's doing, and just says thumbs up.
Nichols really satisfies.
I'm gonna pick out some nice looking fabric and put one on her extended arms. Like a display.
She's probably got the one that you handed her around her neck.
Don't lose that one.
I'll try not to. She kind of ties it a bit like a scarf.
Ah, that looks so nice.
She turns a little more purple.
Just beginning to match the fabric.
That's so cool. Do you match the fabric that you wear? Because I noticed that your dress is really light. Oh, I guess you wouldn't know. Oh, that was rude of me. I'm so sorry.
She's just progressively gotten more and more blush the entire conversation, and is
Ginger has
just
no
shy
idea.
of perishing.
I think I'm gonna go get her something to drink.
Yes, drinks would be prevalent. It sounds like we'll be out here for quite some time.
Okay, I want coffee. I'm
I will
assuming that
return-
Ginger's gonna stay there and yell at passerbys.
I will
Along with
return
Rose,
tea.
yeah.
hmm
We'll return with tea.
Ember is like doing little arm swirls, kind of like doing not a dance, but like showing off the front and back of all the fabric because she doesn't know what it looks like or where the pattern actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So she's
Ooh,
doing her
there's
best to
some-
like showcase all of it.
There's some with like really big patterns. I'm gonna have Francisco come out and I'd be like, all right, turn around. And Francisco's like, why? No, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. And she turns around and she just lays a giant quilt across his back. Thumbs up, she says audibly now.
She can't help but
Meanwhile-
laugh a little bit.
Meanwhile, Rose is doing like the town crier thing, like the hear ye, come one and all to get your festival cloths or whatever you call them.
Fabric for your crowns, the one on your head. You know what's up. Look at you walking away.
Oh my god.
You know this
Shame
is the
them
best
for
fabric
walking-
in town.
Shame them for walking away. For sure. That'll work.
Doing
Works
that thing
every
that the people
time.
at the mall kiosks do.
Well, Ginger's only ever brought things to people that people were waiting for.
Well,
Not
that's
things
true.
that people don't want or don't know they want.
It's weird skipping a step for the normal delivery process.
Mm-hmm. So she's just yelling at them like, you know you want this. This was made for you. Probably. We can get them to write your name on it.
I imagine that like Whisper got a little cold being on the shield and has moved around and is just latched onto the front of your apron now.
Now I'm wearing a bug
Rolls
bib.
around. Oh, baby Bjorn.
Hey, it's Whisper. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Just digging deep
taking
in
a
those dad
nap.
vibes.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
It's like dad at the state park vibes.
Oh no.
I mean, if anyone's gonna give off dad energy in our party, it's Taryn.
I mean, it should be Taryn, yeah.
Taryn, maybe Francisco.
Mm-hmm. He's got that like grandpa taking his grandkids out to McDonald's vibe.
Yeah, McDonald's.
McDonald's. I could just see Ginger doing that though. And now she's got Rose, a partner in crime.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
They do a feedback loop of energy.
The boys are getting
How long
bent.
do we help out with all this stuff? Do we do anything else? Or is it really just a lot of this until the festivities start?
I assume before the festivities start, we need to pick up our crowns, so I figure that'll probably take a few hours.
Well, he said that he was going to have a stall set up at the festival because he had a lot of orders he was going to be dispensing.
Ah,
Yeah, so we'll just pick them up as we arrive. But I figured this would be like kind of like an afternoon thing, because like the closer we get to it, like the more like the town has already gotten their stuff together.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it'll slow down on its own.
Yeah.
Yee.
So I imagine we go off, get the drinks, come back, and we we come back with coffee for Ginger, but it's secretly decaf.
Yes.
As long as there's enough sweetener in it, she won't be able to tell.
I imagine that while you guys were gone, Ember took the opportunity to walk inside and ask Sophia if she could make her a new dress like her current one, but with the starry blue fabric.
Yes, darling, I'll do that right now. Throws her pile that she was working on, she just kicks it off to the side. This is much more entertaining.
So that she can finally get out of this horribly ripped dress.
She's going to immediately start working on it. I assuming you're wanting the let's see, that exact fabric. We're gonna do. Ooh, how about this, darling? How about we do a white top with a blue skirt? We can keep pieces of your old clothes since they're going to be the most comfortable for you, but give you a new flair.
I'll have to trust your opinion on it.
Oh,
As
yes,
long as
that would be
it works, and maybe it could go a little more past the knees than my current outfit.
I might need more fabric.
I've been wearing the same outfit for since I was young. I've been told that it rides up.
I see. We have another alligator issue.
I kept mine much nicer, I think, if you're describing it.
Yes, you did, she says confidently.
It only has one giant tear up the side.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm going to give you an extra stitching up that side because it feels like you knit on that whenever you're nervous. So I'll give you some something textile, something with texture that maybe you can fiddle with if you're ever nervous or uncomfortable, but it'll stay together more.
She feels a little called out, but like nods.
Tactile, I think is the word you were looking for.
Yes.
It'd be pretty easy to see that she kind of takes for granted how seen she is. She always feels like she's in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then after just essentially, quote, putting in the order, she will just head to the front again.
Sophia's like really thinking about something. Oh, perfect. Okay. So she puts it's a white blouse on top with a blue skirt with little lights of different sizes going up and down like fireflies in the night, with a braided line that goes down from the hip all the way to the bottom of this long flowing skirt that has a little white trim around the bottom of it, with just a little bit of like a lacy pattern at the bottom. And on the back of her skirt is a brown, it's like a loose, like open piece of a belt almost. The idea is that if Ember wanted to, she could put the end of her tail in it to kind of keep it tucked up away from her feet or away from a crowd's feet.
And
she will explain this to her as this is just an idea of mine. If you don't like it, I can take it off.
Well, so long as it's something that I can do without having to like fiddle with unattached bits, if that makes sense.
Oh no, darling, it's just there. All the time.
She's like feeling the fabric and like up and down and holds it against her, and like she's like giving it as much of a tactile feel. This is how long it'll feel and all that as she can. Yes, it feels beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful, darling. A beautiful outfit for a beautiful person. And not just me, darling. And she just like goes back to working.
I like to think like off in another room you can hear Maybell call out. Sophia, we got another shipment.
Do you want me to help move boxes, or do you want me to keep working on these projects?
Drives away.
Why don't you ask the tall people outside? They're not really doing anything. You know, her thinking that her work is the absolute most important thing in the world.
No, just I need you to keep that sewing machine going.
It sounds like a lawnmower, like revving up.
It revs up a bit faster. You didn't think it could go faster, but it does.
Sophia's like cheek starts twitching.
Ember's like, something on fire.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine, and it's fine, and it's fine.
It's like driving with the check engine light on.
Oh lord!
To the changing room again.
Okay, darling. If you turn to your right a little bit, all right. And she's like kind of trying to look up and down, back and forth. All right, little more to the right. All right, straight.
Gives it the hot cold.
There you go. You should know.
100% hot cold. Yes.
She gets inside, changes into her nice new outfit. And then goes back to presenting fabrics out front.
It's gonna take a while for Ginger to notice that she left, as I'm assuming she was behind her.
I imagine Ginger was like out, actually, running person to person, and Ember was like walks outdoor, moves forward 5 feet, moves to the left 5 feet, and that's it.
Come in here, look at the fabric. No, it's totally different.
Pressed against the building to make sure she doesn't leave too far away from it, since even Whisper is currently absent.
Yeah, Whisper's away.
Whisper's napping. And then you guys return.
You hear Ginger kind of yelling at this point.
Buy stuff. Buy it.
Oh, there's like all new stuff. No, it's definitely different from yesterday, okay? They got all new stuff. They are like literally overflowing with new stuff. It's the coolest new stuff. You should just
I'm a delivery person, and I saw the records. They just had something delivered 2 minutes ago.
Checks watch.
Every once in a while, you'll get someone who's like, "Oh, you mean over there from that building with a little tiny bit of smoke coming out of it?"
Yeah. Don't worry, she's got it under control. It's fine.
It's like muffled screaming.
Also, there is a tiny little thing of espresso next to Sophia, and every once in a while she turns around and does the little hummingbird lick out of it.
Like them.
But the hummingbirds have just that long ass tongue, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is why she never has to pick up the espresso.
She has a built-in straw.
Yo.
Nice. So I imagine that the day progresses much along this pace. It starts to slow down, and we can spend more time just in the shop. Are we all going to travel to the shop together?
Amber!
What?
Your outfit's so cool! Oh my gosh, it's that fabric!
Yeah, I got the idea of having a new one made.
It
Apparently,
looks so
Green Skies looks
good!
nice too, so I thought that I'd trust this place to make me clothes.
They did a good job.
They did indeed.
Oh my gosh, you're so pretty.
I look down at Rose, who like I'm holding her hands and kind of swinging her a little bit, and like I picked out that fabric. I knew it good.
You realize that she doesn't have the extra fabric to tear bits off of now?
No shit. I mean, looks down at Rose. Crud. Rose, you gotta help me out. We gotta find new fabric.
Aye.
Good job, deputy. Does Rose still have her pin?
She would not take that thing off.
Why?
You forgot that you gave it to her, and she wasn't going to tell you that you were going to give it back. So she's just a deputy forever, as far as she's concerned.
Oh, it's looks at it fine, like looks away, like it's fine.
I'm allowed to borrow it.
It's for the kids. They understand. Like way off in the office, there's like an aardvark just slowly banging his head against just like a pole.
I love my job. I love my job.
I just had a thought that's really dumb.
Yes, tell it.
In our next town, I want there to be a character to stand in for Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in Jingle All the Way. Just like the big city job man looking for toy for child.
I love it. Like you and him can bond. Like, because I'm assuming you'd also look for something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Story threads are being written.
I love it.
Who are we talking about?
You'll
saying
find
in the
out.
yeah, just where it's gonna happen. Secret sneak peek at the next town's story.
The next town, where we get to hear about Ginger's ex.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's happening too.
I'm looking forward to it.
I can tell.
We both get to have our movie subplots.
I like yours better. Okay. So we've given out a decent amount of fabric. Ember got a new outfit. Green Sky got a new outfit. I got a new bow tie. Taryn and Rose, do you guys want any outfit things?
Taryn is looking kind of sheepish because like he's a little bit jealous that Ember and Green Sky have gotten like makeovers and he's still in his like dirty apron, but also like he's that kind of guy that like refuses to ask for anything. Like he's just kind of like no, I'm good.
Ginger
I'll
like
have to take
squints
your
at
word
Taryn
for it.
and then immediately looks over. Rose, you need a frilly dress for tonight, something that swirls.
Yes.
And I start like spinning her. Swirl, swirl. And Ginger looks over at Sophia. Sophia is actively not looking at her.
Not just avoiding eye contact, but actively just not.
Not.
has only just now stopped spinning the spinning wheel. So one more outfit.
This one's small though. That makes it easier. And Sophia looks aghast. What nonsense is this?
What's
Any
molding?
consolation, we're supposed to be setting on the road soon. I think it'd be nice if Rose got to really enjoy the holidays.
Are you telling me I can't get it done in time?
No, I'm saying that I trust that you can.
Rose, what color do you want?
Oh,
Tell me a theme, darling, and I'll make it done. And she starts like slapping things.
well, it's the moon dance, so I mean, I guess.
Ah, the
As
flames
you-
are blue. You're right.
Yeah.
The flames are blue.
The flames are blue. The flames are blue.
The flames are blue. Pickle in a Snickers bar. Coffee. I've got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
God.
Like she says those exact words.
Oh
my God. The espresso talking.
She does 3 more licks and like super repent, like very quickly. And here we go. And it's like a light blue that like tapers into like a sea green with like little definite ripples that kind of like really shows off whenever you spin, but when you're not spinning, it's like generally like not like super flat, but like tends to go fairly straight down to look
So
a
it's
little
light
bit more
and airy, but like
yeah.
still
Something that's
pretty
really
straight up.
comfortable. Something that a kid would probably appreciate and be able to roll around in. Something that has short sleeves so she can move her arms. So it's very breathable. But
Squiz, can I
goes
just
from-
say that I love the way that you describe things?
Oh, thank
Yes.
you. I'm better at describing things than people.
People are complicated. It's okay.
How dare they? All right, but she has a light blue into a deep sea green dress that towards the bottom with like a white sash in the middle.
Nice.
There you go. She kind of tosses it off at her. Change your rooms over there.
Okay.
All right, Taryn, you're matching her outfit.
Huh?
And she makes a oh.
Amber
what
is
would it
laughing in
be?
the corner.
Green Sky is just leaning up against the door. The wall
He's
next
been
to
through
it.
this. He had to suffer this. Taryn, what do you think of hats?
I don't really have an opinion one way or the
Ah,
other.
top hat would look great.
Huh?
Or a bowler hat. What do you think?
Keen's writing down. It's like, okay, matching outfits, good look, and bowler hat.
Oh, you're right. Bowler hat would be better. So she makes
I feel like
Say
a bowler hat would
white?
match the general roundness of his general aesthetic and shield.
Yeah.
A top hat is very
Yeah.
squared off.
Yeah,
I like
hard
the way you
edges. We
think.
don't need that. All right, soft edges. So it is an eggshell white with like a tan band around on the inside. And a because if we do a white coat, she's saying this a lot faster. If we do a white coat, I'm worried that would get very messy. We could do blue? Feels like a lot of blue.
Do beige and brown.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. We could do like a beige with a blue shirt. Black pants and a sea green belt.
Did Ember say that?
No, I said that.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Ember doesn't know that she's semi-transparent.
All right, so we have a white hat, a beige overcoat with a light blue shirt, black pants, and a sea green belt. How's that
Taryn's
sound?
head is spinning.
Fantastic. She just starts making all of it. She kind of throws a hat at you and manages to land it right on your head.
He's impressed.
It's my job. Starts putting things together. As she finishes one piece of the outfit, she tosses it at him. Not on him. That'd be a little difficult, but like she starts piling more and more things onto him.
Yeah, he just like has his arms out.
All right, that'll be it. Changing room over there. And then she starts going back to it. I'm a genius.
Taryn kind of like waddles his way over towards the changing room, and Rose pops out in her new dress. She's like, "Ta-da!"
Whirl! Ginger yells.
And she like immediately does like a big spin.
And Ginger like goes to throw her arms up and like hits the rafters and goes, "Oh, ow!" Woo!
And this place isn't exactly built for the tall folks.
Ember, don't throw your arms up.
Huh?
What?
Where's Taryn?
Oh, you're gonna be so excited.
He went in after you.
Oh. Wait, did he get something made too?
Yes, he did.
Wow, that's so unlike him. He never asks for anything.
He didn't.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah. And Sophia's like, he didn't have to.
Like, how do you get this on?
Oh God.
He hasn't had to wear anything like this in a long time.
Green Sky, you want to ask him if he needs assistance? I don't know if the ladies should.
Oh, I suppose. You use a single knuckle knock. You good in there, my guy?
Yeah, fine. Everything's good.
And that's about how it would actually go if you asked a guy to help another guy get dressed.
Yep.
And girls be like, "Oh, I got you. Hold on. You turn around." Guys be like, "Can you still feel your legs?" Yeah. All right, then you're good.
Stuck it in. So after like I want to say like a minute, Taryn like steps out, and you can tell like by the way he's like moving, he's like very like sheepish, like he's happy, but has like no way of like knowing how to like express it.
Darling, you look fabulous. You're welcome.
Thanks.
I'm gonna have to like go back
Wow.
and clip the descriptions of all these outfits so that I can redo all of our art.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
I'll add a marker here just to make it a little easier for you. Do you have a general idea of where this one is anyway?
Oh,
Yours?
it's not too much, is it?
Far from it, my good man.
Well, I guess anything beats the old apron.
Oh, right, we're going to a festival. Ginger pulls out her her bow that she bought a couple days ago that's just blue with white polka dots and puts it on.
But still has
All
like
right.
red everything else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snazzy and ready to go.
Ready to go?
Oh, crud.
I'm ready. No, you ain't.
Do you have blue suspenders? No. But I'll make you a vest.
I like the slow answer after like all like the speedy.
It's the only one that's like, I'm like, I don't think this kind of a shop would have suspenders any more than they might have shoes
Yeah.
You'll have to go see the cobbler.
or the suspenderer.
A suspenderer.
I'm in suspense.
Wow.
All right, so she makes her a blue vest with. Have you seen those like patterns that they have on like the old timey, like Oh, it's not corduroy. It's like you'd see them in a Boulder's Gate almost, you know, where they have like the different patterns of like,
Almost
Plaid
teardrop
sleeves.
effects.
Yeah, she has
Okay.
that with
Oh.
like with silver buttons.
I like that. Yeah.
And that's what Ginger has. A schnazzy vest. Looking very dapper.
Mm.
Oh, I'd say we're all looking pretty good right now. He says like trying to like not blush.
Taryn, you look so nice. Green Sky, we look nice. Ooh. This is gonna be a fun time.
Paisley.
Suddenly.
Is it Paisley? Is that the pattern you're thinking of?
I think so. Let me Google that.
At the compliment, Taryn just kind of like it's just like heads up, but like eyeing the ground, just like can't make eye contact.
Well, now that everyone is properly dressed, I suppose we make our way down to the Saltplatz.
Yeah, it's party time.
Party time.
Are you gonna be able to make it the whole night, Rose?
Oh, don't worry. Taryn sometimes has called me what was it? Energizer Bunny.
That makes sense.
Taryn just kind of shrugs.
You are full of energy and a little bunny. It makes sense.
Francisco likes to call me a problem.
That
That
makes sense.
tracks.
At times, a nuisance to society.
That
I
That's
imagine-
colorful vocabulary, Francisco.
He just
Green
kinda
Sky. Green Sky goes to say that tracks, but then stops himself. Like, wait, no, that tracks.
That track. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that tracks. And Ginger like puts her hand over her heart and looks up and goes like, "But I try my best," which makes everything okay.
Will you be accompanying us, or do you still have stuff here to do? We wouldn't want you to miss the festival.
To Maybell, I assume.
To both of them.
Oh,
Oh,
So
we'll be
beautiful.
finished here soon, darlings. Don't you worry. Why don't you
oh,
both?
we'll be finished here soon. Oh.
Oh, hush you. Good work, by the way. But we'll be
Sophia,
right
like,
behind you all.
blushes aggressively. I know I'm the best. And Maybell's like, oh, she's singing the I'm the best song.
You'd swear I paid her in validation.
You could, darling.
Okay, well,
No one's
Maybe
stopping
we'll
you.
we'll spot you guys when we're at the festival. We're gonna go ahead and get on. We've got to get our crowns soon.
Oh, we have to pick up our fabric. That was the whole reason we came here.
Well, you have your pick.
Okay. I got this. It's just red and polka dots. It's like a
Like this guy-
bandana kind of fabric, like very like thin.
You have. I hear that there's fabric that's so thin you can almost see through it.
Maybell, is that a thing?
Yes. Although, and I'm now like, yes, there definitely is, but I can't think of what it's called.
Sheer.
Sheer.
Like
Sheer?
sheer curtains, sheer
Oh,
fabric.
yeah.
Okay, good. Because my whole brain was just frying there. I was like,
Thank you, information from the sky.
Thank you, small and forgotten gods of the future.
ah, here's some right here. You take your pick of color. Oh well, here, just take this one.
She
Ooh,
reaches
do
out
you
and
have
grabs
one
it.
that's purple?
Yeah, right here.
Ah, here we go. Ember, this looked like you earlier.
She matches the color.
Yeah, that's so cool. I don't know how you do that.
Didn't know
Like,
I was
snatches
doing
it from it.
anything. Snatch it and starts walking away.
Tonight's gonna be fun, Ginger says to no one.
Taryn grabs a piece of like green cotton. It's like, okay, this'll do fine by me. Whereas Rose, she'll be like, this one, and she'll pick up one with it's got kind of like stars, but like it's like a navy background with God, what am I seeing? It's not white stars.
Gold?
Gold stars. Thank you. You completed the vision.
Welcome. Atlas has instilled a lot of fashion into me.
I bet.
Although,
Wouldn't have
unfortunately, it
guessed.
doesn't stick well for myself since I'm wearing, like, a red plaid shirt, jean shorts, and, like, leggings
What is wrong with
orange
plaid?
pumpkins.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with plaid.
I've got
Tis the
Atlas has been
season.
teaching me how to be more casual than business casual.
God, I remember when you first started coming by, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do gardening," and you were like, "Oh yeah, I love gardening." You came out in
I'll
like
dress down
business
for it.
attire. You were out there in friggin'
Black
business
slacks,
attire.
black loafers, a black
Yeah.
button-up shirt with a belt,
Oh,
but I rolled up
dear.
the sleeves.
Yeah, and then my dad was like, because we were chit-chatting on like Mom's Day, we had the moms over, and my dad was like, "Oh, well, what do you do if he like comes out in business clothes?" I'm like, "To give the man a shovel. I don't care what he's wearing. Man wants to garden. I'm not gonna stop him."
Anywho's, we're on our way to the Salt Flats.
Festival, gonna have
And
to make
we
festival.
make our way out there, and
Or are we stacking kiss sheets out here?
sure
little bit.
enough,
Just those two.
Sure enough, the first thing we come across is Smith's stand.
Where do I put Sophia?
And he is
Yeah, over here.
indeed busy
I'm like keeping
handing
out
out.
the sheets for people that will probably see. So there's Clarence.
Gotcha. Sorry, Yugoki. What were you saying?
Do you think? Oh, yeah. Keep going.
And Smithy is indeed, when first we see him, he's very busy handing out orders. Like, oh, yes, your crown is over here, and yours is here. And he's using the full length of his frog arms and legs to, like, get between the people.
Oh, he'll like squat down, pick something, like extend fully, give it out, like squat back down, extend fully.
Totally. Like, oh, yes, I know who you are. Yours is right here. And it's like someone, 3 people back in line.
I guess you could say this place is hopping.
Ho ho ho.
Nice.
Do you think we'll see Paul here?
Which
all
one was Paul?
witch boatman. I would like
yes,
it if
yes. He makes like a cameo.
I would like it if he made like
Yeah.
a short appearance.
On the
Nice.
outskirts.
Yeah, he's like selling herbs.
Or he's literally out and about, just hanging out. Because the only people that know that he's the witch is us three.
Mhm.
Us 8.
Us 8, yeah.
Us number.
Us insert like entire party.
Could you imagine being a DM and being like, so we're all gonna play, but each one of us wants to play 2 characters at the same time?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3.
Sometimes 3.
God. I really love the fact that we don't have to take full responsibility for our characters. We can just kind of like spread them out amongst the people.
Mhm.
Yes.
We only have one character that's really ours, and all the Kith are just a part of the world. The
Mhm.
world itself is a character that can influence the people. Speaking of... I'm going to give Squizzle Yagoki. And Bearmon a token.
Ah, my quarter. Okay, there we go.
As you guys, you worked really hard at the shop today, and you worked hard, you sweat over them, and you get to see the fruit of your labor as you see multiple people that are wearing fabrics from Maybell's textiles.
Well, Ember worked hard too.
But I don't think Ember
Take that-
would see
take
that.
I see it. Take that token.
Yeah. Oh, it's the one that we can't use.
It's the only one that I can't put. All of my tokens are here anyway. I was getting them off my screen. I just have them in a little pile next to my
Is that an
character sheet.
onion?
It's like a little nut.
It is. It's like a seed.
That's funny.
It's like an almond if an almond was fig shaped. It's almond colored and fig shaped.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Nice. Here, I'll use this one instead of this one. Nice. So, we're all here. I think that at the start, we're going to see a lot of the crowns. We're going to see a lot of like exchanging fabric, getting to know people, and people setting up shops. Some initial coffee being dispensed and things like that.
It's
Coffee,
gonna be a long night.
It's going to be a long night.
And Ninja's like, I am so ready. I am not going to get immediately wasted like the last party we were at. I'm definitely in it for the long haul. Francisco,
guess-
keep the booze away from me.
I guess it's a good thing that they keep the booze away in general, since, you know, it tends to make people tired quicker.
Yes.
So, as the night sort of rises, we have a beautiful, clear day. Surprisingly clear.
Ooh, the stars are going to be so nice.
The stars are super bright. The moon is beautiful, mostly full. And just the moon and stars on their own, before they've got the bonfire going, still manage to illuminate the area enough that you can navigate just fine. And then the bonfire goes up, and it gives everything this beautiful blue haze. This blue glow that just brightens everything around it. It reflects off of the swamp water. It reflects off of the salt. It reflects off of everything, and it all shines in this. It almost feels like you'd be under the water in this deep blue.
Ooh.
I imagine Ember's dress kind of like shimmers a little bit in the light.
The music has probably already started, and Ember is probably swaying side to side, listening to it.
Ember, you look like magic.
Ember would reach out and grab Ginger's hand and be tapping to the music as she did at the previous party to let her know that there's music going on and point in its general direction.
Looks around wildly. They aren't playing. Ginger kind of scopes them out for a minute to try to just like gauge how the dance goes.
Rose kind of wonders out loud. I wonder who they're gonna pick to be the what do they call them here? The king and queen or the bride and groom? Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna pick.
I don't know. I feel like they usually pick Maybell.
Do they? I never asked.
I don't know. I don't know. That's just kind of my like assumption. I feel like.
So, Paul, the retired boatman, dressed up in his normal retired boatman getup, sets forward in front of the band as they're playing, and they all stop. Everyone has sort of congregated, I think, around the band. The band starting its song is the hint that the festivities are officially starting, and they know that this means that they've got to do their announcement first. Well, thank you all for showing up. It's been a wonderful season to spend with all of you. And he's like nodding and waving to everyone. There's some cheers, and as people funnel more and more in.
Woo, woo, woo.
As
he
you
kind
know.
of looks at Ember and is like, what's happening?
Ember is like, I think they're doing a announcement. Someone's speaking. They're off in the distance. I can hear them for the most part. We should probably move closer.
Okay. I'll kind of keep holding her hand and kind of walk her through the crowd.
As you guys know, we like to bring in the longer nights with the ceremonial dance.
I saw him say dance.
And for that dance, we must also have the ceremonial marriage of the moon.
Oh, gross.
I have been announcing the king and queen of the Moon Festival for a long time. We've gotten the votes, opinions, and nominees, and we have addressed them. This year, the queen of the Moon Festival.
Sorry, drum roll.
Nice. Well, there is a band.
Will be Sophia.
You see, it's kind of like flutter. What?
Maybell standing next to her, just kind of like gently pats her back.
No. What? No.
You better go up
Going
before
back.
I take your place, darling.
Oh, no. Well, I could show off my new outfit. After a second of like thinking it over, going back and forth on whether like, do I really want to go up there? Do I really want to? Oh, I'll be the center of attention. All right, here I go.
There's a lot
She
of
comes up
cheering
there.
and clapping.
She is absolutely bedazzled. Large, well, not large, but like little crystal glasses near the top of
Big
Bridget's
dog energy and in
nose.
charge.
Oh yeah, she is approximately 2 feet tall, and she is wearing a. Trying to think. definitely one of those like white gowns that's like very bright but ordained in like all kinds of dark blue sequins in different like patterns. Like obviously this was like very hand done and tailored to like her exact features. Bright shiny shoes, one of the only people that bothers to wear shoes in this entire town. Makes her go from 2'4" to about 2'8".
She's got like platforms.
Yeah, she's got platforms.
Because heels just don't work at that height. Those are platforms.
Total platforms, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So her and her bright white platforms with her like dark blue laces and the white dress with the dark blue sequins and her like little crystal glasses and like a jewel in just about every feather that like crowns her head. She is shiny as fuck.
As the moon is a reflection of our lovely sun, you reflect the light that really inspires our town.
She's looking very smug.
And this year's king of the Moon Festival is Edgar. New.
What? I have to remember who Edgar is. Oh, it's Edgar Allan.
Yeah.
The librarian and Worm's partner. Worm is like cheering loudly.
Me?
Come on up.
Are we sure we shouldn't do a recount?
It's fine. You represent the calm and quiet nature of the night.
Oh.
It is calm, cool, and collected. It offers us rest and a place to find peace.
I imagine Worm kind of like pushes him a little bit. He's like, okay.
Just gives him the whole head bonk.
Yes. It's like, okay. And he walks
like,
up.
Shoos him away with his tail.
He's a frilled lizard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He scurries on up. I present this year's king and queen of the Moon Festival. They will get us started with our first dance. Everyone line up for the waltz.
Sophia's looking as regal as she possibly can. Just like dripping with like royalty.
Edgar is doing his best not to pass out.
He's got like this real puffed up chest, but it's just because he's breathing so hard.
Yeah.
Whisper at this point is awake and is shining a nice, bright, and happy blue, and is probably sitting right on top of Ember's hat. And I'm gonna say that Ember grabs onto Ginger's hand and says, "Shall we have this dance?"
I thought you'd never ask. Ginger's very excited. She's been practicing this generally, and she would try to watch the other dancers, or anyone really, if she saw them, and then try to practice it on her own, so that hopefully she could just memorize it.
Rose immediately grabs Taryn's hand and just starts pulling him along. He's like, oh.
I like to imagine that this would be the point when Maybelle realizes she's been standing behind Green Sky the entire time. Sorry, Green Sky realizes that Maybelle has been standing behind her the entire time.
She gives him
bow.
And she gives him the big eyes.
And simply lets out her hand. She doesn't even say it.
It takes a second, but then Green Sky turns around and is like, how long have you been sitting there?
Oh, come now. It's rude to keep a lady waiting.
There it is. That's the energy.
Didn't know you were. Didn't know anyone was waiting on me.
Well,
We're waiting.
I suppose if there's any other night, this would be it.
So we've got, Maybelle's dancing with them.
He would scoop his hand underneath hers, bow, putting his forehead to her hand before taking her out to the floor.
now,
Nice.
is Keen Rain dancing? And if so, with who?
That is a question. I suppose he, if anything, would be waiting for a moment to cut in on Taryn and Rose, but mostly just staying back.
From behind Keen Rain. Yoink.
Ooh.
Hey, I had a dance partner planned for the evening. They seem to have been whisked away. Are you free?
Sure. Have we met?
No, but you seem like a friendly face.
Tonight's the night to make friends. He kind of looks to Green Sky. If anything, sure.
Just this cute pink scaleless snake. Let's see. I think everyone else is basically covered. Boop, 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 boop. Boom. First dance.
Hey.
Hey, the candy shop owner is hanging around, right? Welvin?
Oh, yeah,
The
Welvin's
candy
definitely
shop owner,
somewhere.
Welvin, and the coffee shop owner, Clarence, no, Frank Sinatra, are both running stalls. Clarence is just about. Keeping an eye on things. He's moving about. You have a hard time keeping an eye on where he is, I would imagine. So if you look long enough, you can find him. But even if you're watching him, eventually he just seems to be somewhere else.
Just like apparate somewhere else.
He's very quiet and he gets around rather quickly, and he seems to be dodging needing to dance with anybody by simply proxy of nobody is recognizing that he's there.
I say I'm trying to find someone for Francisco if he needs someone. Honestly, he seems pretty okay by himself.
Oh, I'm sure Francisco has some secret riz. I think he'll find somebody.
You find him off talking to some flamingo no one's seen.
So Francisco, who was kind of sitting to the side, right? He's keeping an eye on things. He's hanging out, and then a Ginger walks up to him.
Me?
No, you're dancing with Ember.
That's what I was confused. Oh, you mean a auburn-haired person?
No,
No.
it's just another Ginger.
Oh, I get it.
Oh no!
You have been again copied.
Oh god! Why am I his favorite?
Must be your energy.
That's fair. I can understand why I'd be the favorite.
But Wisp, disguised as Ginger, offers to dance with Francisco.
Francisco looks up at other Ginger, looks back at second Ginger, shrugs, and just goes with it.
Nice. And we all dance.
I imagine that because of the size difference between Rose and Taryn, they're doing like like she's like standing on Taryn's feet.
Aww, I love that.
I
Every now and then when he goes to spin, she's actually up off the ground.
I imagine that because Ember can't dance at a fast dance, Ember is standing on Ginger's feet because she is light enough to do so. And Ginger just happens to be the only person tall enough to be able to do so.
I imagine Ember has like her arms on like Ginger's forearms and it's just tapping the beat so that Ginger kind of keeps up with it.
And doing what she can to keep balanced, and it's we're managing it somehow.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes she adds a little extra spin just for fun because she can't help it.
At least two people get smacked by Ember's tail, and you realize that a small circle has formed of empty space around the two to give them room because they're so large.
Ginger does not bring this up.
they're the largest in town, so yeah.
So, what else do we got here? Double checking let's see. Staying up all night, the bonfire, marriage of the moon, thin metal crowns, and a somber and esoteric waltz. So the waltz will continue through the entire night.
I imagine it's one of those things that as we go along, we eventually like sometimes change partners, sometimes walk around.
Yep, sometimes you get after like the first minute or two, I think, of like the official ceremony portion goes, people are allowed to like do their own thing. The music never stops. It continues, it changes a little bit over time. The dancing never really stops either. It's just people come and go from the dance. After literally at like the minute mark, so like quote the bare minimum amount of time, I imagine that's when Edgar has broken off from Sophia and is looking for Worm. Who is currently dancing with Keen Rain.
Goodbye, darling. It was a wonderful time.
Yeah. Fantastic. I gotta go.
Gay panic.
They never stay, do they? So many men have left me lately. It's a problem.
Oh, gods.
I know.
Maybell like looks over while still dancing with Green Sky, and she's like, "Don't worry, it's never you, darling."
I feel like I've heard this phrase before. That if it happens enough times, I might need to look within.
Nonsense.
Maybe partners of the male variety are just not for me.
Now you're thinking.
Is this a lesbian arc? Is this how it starts?
She had to stop working long enough to consider. I like to imagine that Maybell has been like secretly trying to slow down their particular waltz despite the pace of the music in an attempt to spend more time with Green Sky.
Aww.
So, I've heard from the girls that your little band is planning on leaving after the festival. Is this true?
We are a traveling band of misfits at this point, yes.
Glad that line lives rent-free, Vin.
Going from town to town and This was one of many stops for us, yes.
Ah, well, far be it from me to try to convince you to stay, but for the sake of conversation, if there were something that someone could do for you to make you consider it, what, pray tell, might that be?
Oh, you don't have to ask too hard.
Well, then what's the answer?
The trade central nature of this town does call to me.
Well, far be it from me to keep you here. Well, you've so much yet to see, though. How about next time you're in the area, you give me a call?
Send a letter. Become pen pals.
Consider it done.
Oh, you do know how to flatter an old woman.
I just got some art.
You just got some art. Hopefully not of what I just said.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Those look like Telegram stickers.
They're
I
not, but I love them.
I love them so much. Oh my god.
Oh, that's cute.
The stadium
my-
possum.
Just feral.
It's like, no. Let me play.
Absolute gremlin energy.
Yes.
I posted that there so I could move it to my computer. Nice. So they're hanging out.
Oh, this is one of those I'll wait for you stories.
It's like, what? Not The Cat Returns. What's the other? Whispers of the Heart.
Yes. I do love
Dang.
the cat returns though.
I can't believe we managed to get Green Sky a love interest in the first town.
You know what the process to that was?
What?
And they like Green Sky, and I just wrote it on the sheet for that kith. And
You
I've been-
literally just said
I've
that.
been rolling with it ever since. Because I realized that I don't have to say that Green Sky likes them. The kith can do what they want, and if this kith wants to like Green Sky, they can like Green Sky.
Yes.
Aw.
And you know what? So far, it's worked out for her.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I also imagine that Edgar has stolen Worm away from Keen Rain.
In a very like, pardon me, may I cut in kind of way.
And then they don't even start dancing. Edgar just starts leading him away, like, oh my gosh, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever had in my entire life. I know that it was you that put my name in the gauntlet.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
He said calmly.
He said calmly. Yes.
Did you put your name in the gauntlet of blue flame?
But yeah. What does Francisco do as the night progresses? I imagine he's not the type to keep dancing forever.
No. He does some like because this is like a waltz, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's been around. He's done some waltzes. He throws in a few fancy moves to impress the not ginger. And then he's like, "Okay, that was fun."
Wisp gives like a salute and then looks around real quick for their opportunity. Spots Sophia, runs across the dance floor over to Sophia, transforms into Sophia, and starts dancing. Just completely unprompted.
Sophia immediately tries to outdance her.
It's a dance off.
It's a dance off.
I will not be one-upped by myself, no less.
They end up dancing together.
They do end up dancing together because as Sophia keeps going, she's like, "Oh, I do look really nice."
Realizing that Sophia would realize real quickly that Wisp is just like sort of mirroring their movements. So Sophia starts choosing dance movements that allow her to see like the dress from different angles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally just checking herself
using
out.
it as a mirror. How's Taryn and Rose doing in all this?
I like to imagine that Rose is having just a whoa. It was just suddenly dice in my face.
Tell me how Rose is doing. Throws dice.
Where is Rose?
Where is she?
Where is she?
I imagine she's just having like a fantastic time, just like marveling at like the fire, the way like the stars are shining, the moonlight, and it's just like it all feels like magic to her. And Taryn, like seeing like the complete like wonder in her eyes, can't help but smile and think of his old friends, her parents.
I like to imagine that he has one of these like internal monologue moments of like, for whatever reason that they're gone, like if only you could see how she's grown up.
Oh.
They'd be so proud. Gosh. No, now I'm gonna make myself sad. No.
But you don't sneeze.
I don't. That's right. I don't sneeze.
Oh.
You're too caught up in the moment to be anxious. But yes, we also have Welvin, the candy shop owner, and Frank Sinatra, the coffee shop owner. You guys can also visit them if you want to, get some energy for the continuing festivities of the night.
Are they like manning like stalls?
Yeah, they're manning like stalls. It's big stalls. So it's like every coffee shop owner is a part of the coffee shop stall, which is just this big, long stall. So that they can also take turns moving in and out,
Yeah.
And then likewise, the various candy shop owners have each brought their specialties. But there's a lot of saltwater taffy.
Nice.
That
would be a staple.
I imagine that like during the dance, Rose will like look over and see like in one of like the food stalls they're making funnel cake. And she's like, "Oh!" and like sort of like jumps off and immediately runs over.
Ember would be proper worn out by this point, and like try to bring things to a bit of a halt and be like, "All right, I think I could go with a coffee about now. Sound good to you?"
Yes, I love coffee. Thank you for dancing with me. I know that's difficult.
Fine, and you seem like you had some fun. Let's go get ourselves some coffee.
I did. Thanks. Could you tell I've been practicing? I think I did better than last time.
I think we both did really good. I think I only hit 2 people.
Oh, they're fine. They were just awestruck by your beauty.
It's too dark, but you're moderately certain she turned a shade of purple.
Rose runs by. Rose runs by the two of you, and as Taryn's like trying to catch up.
Ginger will 100% try to snatch her up.
Taryn just kind of like gives you both like a thumbs up, and like keeps chasing her.
So Ginger sees that she's on the run, grabs her up and goes, "Hey, short stuff," gives her a spin, and then pushes her off again in the opposite direction of Taryn.
Wait, okay, so what direction did you send her off
The
in?
opposite direction of you.
Whatever direction you're coming from, I can tell she's running from you like a game. I'm not gonna mess up the game. I know what's going on.
But do you though?
she
If
uses
anything, I
that
gave
like
her a
spin.
speed boost.
Yeah, she like uses it to like suddenly gain a burst of speed and get further. And I'm like, huh.
Hey, Taryn, you need me to spin you around?
No, I think I'll be okay.
We're gonna grab this Rose. Sophia.
All right, buddy, I'm
over
here if you need me.
All right. So I put Sophia and Maybell over here. Worm and Edgar are by me over here. The two boatmen, Paul and Clarence, are over here.
Oh, the
Both of
boatman
which
can hang
turned
out.
out to be more than they seemed, now that I think
I was
about
saying,
it, because Paul is a boatman and a swamp witch, and Clarence is a boatman
And a
and a vigilante.
Yeah, I could 100% see them just hanging out.
Both of them, just two superheroes hanging out in their secret identities.
They
Yes.
both give each other like a knowing look and kind of nod.
Mm-hmm.
Just Clark and Bruce at the New Year's Eve party.
Honestly,
Yes.
though, actually the
Yeah.
case.
Yes.
God. Can we do a quick bathroom break?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're going to go
I'll
ahead
be
and go
back.
on a quick BRB, and
Quick
we'll
five.
reconvene in 5.
It's one of the reasons I had to go to the bathroom.
Lo and behold.
Very tasty,
All right.
though. Well
And we're
worth
back.
it. With no bathroom stories.
No bathroom stories whatsoever.
Nope,
The story
not
about
at all.
this amazing
Nothing
art,
happened.
which I've gone ahead and had added to the stream. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's so pretty. So cool.
Yes. So pretty. And
It
Jesus.
fits the vibe exactly.
Yep.
It's so neat.
Precisely
so
what
cool
we're
to
going for with
see it.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So, where'd we leave off? So, who's gonna drop first?
Where are we dropping?
We're dropping like flies from a lack of energy and having not stayed up late.
Who hasn't gotten her alcohol yet?
Rose is in the middle of her quest to obtain funnel cake.
Yes, that is correct. Ember is probably off to hang out with Green Sky, who seems to understand how to sit down and chill.
Ginger's gonna sniff the air and then find whatever smells good.
Probably the funnel cake, which just
She 100% follows Rose, who generally finds the best food.
And moments later, after the exchange of till next time, Green Sky will give a bow, the same hand held to the forehead kind of a thing before parting ways.
I think that Maybell does a very courteous bow and then wanders off for a little bit to try to pull Sophia off of herself. It's like, come on, dear, let's go get a drink.
I think you've done enough, darling.
And Sophia's just kind of like looking at herself and just be like,
Hold on. Who's got Maybell?
I do not have her at the moment.
I don't have Maybell or Sophia.
Well, you're playing as her, but here you go. Roll that for me.
Ooh, a dice roll.
A
2.
Okay, so you successfully grabbed the correct Sophia. The other Sophia has turned into a firefly that looks like Ember, but shines as a normal color and starts flying away.
Sophia is not surprised that Maybell would be able to pick her out. Obviously, she's the better one. She had no doubt.
They're best friends. Very nice. So yeah. What else do we want to do?
They serve like a fried fish on a stick, like a skewer.
I feel like that would definitely be somewhere here.
Yeah. I'm gonna try funnel cake.
It's catfish nuggets on a skewer.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh.
I'm
Which
gonna grab
sounds really good right now.
Even better, yes.
I'm gonna grab 2 skewers and some funnel cake. And maybe like a spiked lemonade.
You have to hunt for a little bit, but you do find someone that will spike your lemonade.
I kind of give him a wink. You know what's up.
Yeah, I do. These guys don't know how to party. You gotta start off good.
Thanks, Prospector
somewhere.
Jenkins.
It's like a mole with like a big hat.
Where he hides the booze.
The big jug.
Got a 10-gallon hat so I can hold a gallon of alcohol.
When
We're making
Ginger.
it big now, yeah. So Ginger?
When she makes it back, she's gonna give one of the skewers to Francisco. I got you something, old man. Thanks.
Yum, 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 yum.
Turtle munching
And she's-
noises.
She's gonna sit with them and kind of look up at the sky while enjoying her food.
Insert reminds me of the meme right here of like the person with like the cucumber dicks, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like
Mm.
feeding this turtle, which just keeps taking bites out of it. And he's creating a zigzag stick of cucumber because it's already
Aw.
worked its way down the entire side of one side. And now it's working its way down the other side.
Oh, cute.
Turtle art.
Hmm.
After Rose acquires her funnel cake, she spots Ginger and Francisco having their food and like just kind of hops over and like sits with them. However, Taryn catches a glimpse of Paul and like kind of like makes his way over to him. Paul Witch Boatman.
Ooh.
Witch boatman.
And so he just kind of like approaches and like taps him on the shoulder. Like,
Oh. Hello there. It's been a
Hi.
while.
yeah, I'm glad you remember me. So about that there purse.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, I'm certain it's been helping. I don't see you sneezing now.
Taryn takes a moment to like think about it. It's like, oh, guess I haven't.
It's kind of like the hiccups, you know? They're only really a problem so long as you're thinking too hard about it. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your situation is let it be, and then the problem kind of disappears on its own. Now, if worrying about your problem is the problem, well, that's a compounding issue. It isn't good for your health.
But he like takes a moment to think. Like he's like, I don't understand. Well, why help me in that way?
You've got a young one to keep an eye on. They're going to learn a lot from you. I want to make sure that you're around to teach them just as much. You've got a good head on your shoulders and a good heart in your soul.
Can
You help
I
this old man?
can I use a token to reveal something hidden about the person in front of me and ask them what it is?
Token.
Okay, what are you trying to do? Now I'm curious. An actual token being spent unprompted by myself, the guide. My sphere's cut in half.
So I'm just thinking like maybe the real reason why Paul wanted to help Taryn is because maybe he saw a little bit of himself in him.
Someone who had to take care of something.
Yeah, exactly.
I also feel like he would have noticed Rose this entire time. And there may or may not be, as you said, more to that scar. And he's like, you're going to need all the help you can get. You best not be worrying about too much because you've got a long road ahead of you with that young ward of yours.
Yes. The plot thickens.
Thick plot.
Yeah.
That's how I like my plot.
It thick.
3
Tokens, yes, it
C's.
is. There we go.
Thick. Okay.
I guess we
How
should
do you
probably
think that
make
plays out?
I would think that it's like Tara would be like, no, I feel like there's something else here. You're not telling me. Why would you really go out of your way to help someone like that?
Well, To put it plainly, and he's speaking a bit more clearly now and more direct to you. You've got a tough future ahead of you. Even to my old eyes, out of practice as they are, can see that kid has a future. They're going to be torn all over the place, left, right, and center. And they're going to need you to be a strong foundation for them. So I'm not
Never get
just
your
helping
priorities straight.
helping that kid too by helping you.
Taryn pauses and kind of like contemplates what he just heard. And as he's about to ask a follow-up question, he looks up and Paul's just gone.
Mhm.
There's
Like
just
disappeared into the crowd.
You look back at Rose as you're thinking, I imagine, and when you look forward, there's just a small puff of fog that is drifting and settling to the ground. And he's like, deuces.
Just like, bye. All right. Who else wants to do something?
Anyone want to do anything with Ember? I don't have anything I can think of.
Ginger's been looking up at the night sky for a while and kind of looks over at Ember and says, do you know what the night sky looks like? Has anyone, like, told you or have you asked about it? Do you have an idea?
I have an idea. I've had it explained a couple times. We firelights are good at traveling day and night as necessary, so I've had to get used to it. I think it's hard for me to truly understand just because they say that it is vast, and I don't really have a point of reference to understand that, but they say that it is vast beyond comprehension.
I think vast might be when your firelight's out and there's no direction.
It's a very
The
good
color
point.
the color that it gives me is like a heavy velvet that's cold, like that's been out, that's cool to the touch, that has pearls kind of scattered on it. None of them in any sort of like pattern.
I was told that there were a couple patterns, though.
Sure, some of them make pictures.
Yeah, those always seemed really nice to me. Constellations, I believe.
Yeah, space is cool. And the moon's like one big firelight in the middle of everything.
Ah. Now that's another way that I've not seen it described before. Sounds beautiful.
Mm-hmm. You know, you're really similar to the night sky.
You hear Liz whisper ask, like, or as Ember asks, whisper, which way is it? And after leading Ember to you over the course of the conversation, Whisper kind of flies up and then holds position between Ember and the moon, so that when she looks at Whisper, she looks to be looking at the moon.
Yep,
She's kind of standing next to you.
that's it. We're pretty much looking at the same thing.
A guiding light.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool that you can see it. Like when you
Yes.
share your sounds.
Yeah. It's very beautiful. And she kind of just sinks for a moment.
Ginger's trying very hard to be quiet. Just enjoy the moment.
Realizing that you are the same height as her, Ember takes the rare opportunity to rest her head on your shoulder.
Aw. Ginger
And
kind of
you can feel as she
leans her neck
sinks
on your
into
hat.
it a little bit. It's just a cool, calm, quiet moment.
Aw.
It's so nice.
What do you think they're talking about, Francisco? Nom, 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 nom.
Classic Rose. That's your cue. Francisco?
Francisco, are you okay?
Eh,
Stick with us, Francisco.
oh, sorry.
Sudden drama. Help! Help!
Oh,
He's
God.
asleep and he's not waking up.
Oh god.
He's gonna miss the party.
He's kind of eating his fried fish that his friend got for him. Not bitter at all at being called an old man.
Sarcasm or actually not bitter.
It's up for interpretation.
Got it. There's a non-zero chance at significant sarcasm.
He might just walk around and just listen to people's conversations.
And completely leave Rose in the dust after she asks him a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's
Like, I
okay.
didn't hear that. What did she ask?
Yeah.
She was like, what do you think they're talking about?
Oh, okay. Knowing Ginger. Probably something dumb, but weirdly profound.
Hmm.
You can see the spite coming out.
But also a little admiration.
Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah. We're still friends, though.
Yeah. One of those, like, they've been together, like, a really long time.
It's like, oh, you want a bite? And she like holds up like the funnel cake.
Yes.
Hope.
Thank you.
Of course.
I see you're a junior delivery. Oh, what was it? It was a like temp. And he looks at her badge. You gonna keep delivering?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that sort of depends. Like, I have a lot of fun doing deliveries with Ginger, but I don't know. I've still got so much time to think about what I want to end up doing. Taryn
What's
says not to rush a
fun-
decision like that.
That's a good idea. What's fun about being young is you have time to figure out what you really want. No need to rush.
Speaking of Taryn, have you noticed anything different about him tonight?
He's looking quite fashionable.
Well, I mean, besides that.
Kind of chuckles. Well, I think he might have a lot on his mind. When a caretaker sees the one they care for change quickly, even if it's for the good, it can be hard to take in, maybe sometimes a little scary.
You think I've changed? Well, I mean, I guess we've only known each other for a couple weeks, but I don't know. I think I'm still me.
Of course, and you'll always be you. Even as you change and grow, whatever you decide to be, it'll always be you.
I just hope he's
Sometimes
happy.
he is. I'm sure, like everyone else, he thought you looked absolutely stunning tonight.
Oh, well, of course.
He's-
Just look at it. Just look at this dress. How could he not?
Of course, dear. It's one of those things where even doing well, almost especially doing well, it can be scary for someone who you've depended on for so long. Because what if you don't need to depend on him anymore?
Hmm.
It's
Well-
not something that you really have to take to heart. Just an inquiry.
Hmm.
A rhetorical question, if you will.
A little tap in the mind of someone beyond your years.
Is the planchette floating?
Is the what?
The planchette is like floating above the table.
Yeah, it has been.
It
This
has
whole time.
been. It's just been
This whole time.
sitting up here.
It
Yeah.
took me a second because I was like, what the fuck is a planchette?
This thing.
Yeah, so if you like, whoop,
It'll just bloop and then stay there.
Oh my gosh. The ghosts.
It's a ghost. Oh, now it's really tall.
Now it's pointing at Foxy.
It wants you.
Where were we?
Rose takes a second to like think about what Francisco said. And then she kind of like looks up. She says, this is gonna be kind of a weird question, but have you noticed that sometimes when Taryn looks at me, he seems kind of sad?
Can I use a token to alleviate some pain?
I mean, it makes sense. In this case, you'd be alleviating the worry of Rose, at least temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
That sound good to you?
That
Ross?
sounds perfect, actually.
I'm going to, I'm trying to think of how best to explain it. Jumping from Ginger to Francisco, I did this on purpose to calm myself down. But it's still definitely a large jump. An adult is a child that has lived for a bit longer, has gone through some different things, and they see patterns, and they try their best not to repeat them. If he's looking sad, it could be because he's worried he's going to repeat something. But I would trust in him to know what's best, because a caretaker's job is to stop those things from repeating. He's made a way from you, and he's wants you to have the best life that you can. And I think that's what brings him joy, is you. And I don't think he would ever want you to forget that.
Okay. I mean, as long as I'm not the one making him sad.
Of course not. Take this damn token.
Take it.
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
What's
don't
the
think you're
box?
supposed to do that. You're supposed to just use it.
Oh, I've just been like putting them back in the box. Yeah.
We're at
There you go.
48 tokens. So the number will never go down, but you can add tokens back in. So the number can increase.
Oh, that's so funny.
Nice.
So I can do, what is it? Like that. It still has 48. And now it has 49.
Oh my gosh.
Still has 49. And now it has 50.
Okay, so once we get to 69, we can't
Yeah, once we get
put
to
tokens back in.
69. So everyone should be able to like highlight a token, right click and delete it. Like if you right click, do you see that option for delete?
Oh yeah, I do see it, but it's grayed out for me.
Okay. Well, if you just leave tokens over here on my side, I can delete them as you're using them.
Okay, gotcha.
I can't delete them either.
Yeah, delete's not an option.
Only for the guide.
It's a host-only thing.
Which makes sense.
All right. So I think that we're coming to a point where we'll want to spend the last little bit talking about our characters.
Mhm.
As the sun rises on a new day, the dawn breaks. Each of our characters will learn something new. It says during each seasonal holiday, choose one you haven't before.
Where do we get these from?
The last page of your playbook. You'll probably want to try to pick one that makes sense for like how your character has grown, essentially.
The last page. Files.
Oh, and some of them are doubled up. At least for me.
Let me see.
1, 2, and 3, and 4 are the same.
Yes. Yeah, in your case, because you're a, like for example, I have 2 of, what is it? Teach your firefly something new they can always do. Because you're a peddler, you'll have a couple of duplicates, but you can only choose them so many times. For the ward one, for example, the first 3 are all the same thing.
Yeah, but I figure it's just like you can do that this many times.
Yeah, 3 times you can do that. And then same thing for you. The first 3 are the same things, creating a new letter package from your list.
It's like a checklist.
Yeah. So the maximum that you can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 9. So after 9 seasonal holidays, your traveling is done, basically. Because the last one is always to pick up a new playbook and make a new character. Now, you can also pick that one right away. Like, if you feel like you're done playing the character, that you've gotten all the growth you can out of them, you can always skip ahead. So, something to keep in mind. But you're really just working your way through the list. So for me, I think that I'm going to pick the one that says get a token whenever you put your trust in someone else's hands.
That one makes sense.
So I'm going to put this under advancements.
One says spend a token to have already prepared for this situation.
Beautiful. Only I could do that IRL.
Yeah. Last Tuesday, I had a talk with the guard.
It's just a Batman power. I have a contingency plan. Luckily, I planned for this.
Jeez.
Gain a token whenever you put your trust.
I think I'm gonna do the always run into an old friend in an unexpected place.
Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Have Maribel follow me around.
We'll go like one at a time and actually say out loud what we're picking so that we can all keep track. So just
Yeah.
you don't have to like explain it out loud just yet. There we go. Plus and minus will decrease and increase the size of the paintbrush. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little red mark there for the one that I've picked. All right, has everyone picked it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So I picked the one that was gain a token whenever you put your trust in someone else's hands. I feel like Ember has had to do that a lot during this trip, and she's gotten better at doing it over time.
I think that makes sense.
So, what has Ginger learned from this season?
There are 3 different options to create a new letter or package from your list.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones didn't really feel like I learned anything from them, so I'm just gonna create a new one, and then
Okay.
if I have something happen that's like really traumatic or something that makes sense for the next one, I'll do that.
You could also be working towards it on the next one, like create the situations to help with those.
Yeah.
Because I know that I did that with Ember a lot. Like, a part of it was just a byproduct of seeing if you guys could lead more and, you know, getting you more used to the game. And letting you guys control more Kith. So me as a guide was literally handing over the baton, so to speak. So my character kind of just followed suit and also just took a back seat, didn't feel like she had to be the one taking the lead, and passed on the responsibility, but also put herself at you guys' beck and call a lot. And it's just kind of something that it happened rather naturally for me. But if there's one of them in particular that you're kind of like leading towards, you can kind of keep that in mind as we traverse the next town and the next seasonal holiday.
Okay.
But it's fine if you just grab another package for right now. That's okay.
Gotcha. I'll stick with that, but then I'll look towards these other ones, because there's one that looks like I can probably work towards.
Nice. What have you got, Bearmon?
Okay. So I chose teach your ward a new thing they can do from any playbook. So I decided that it would make sense and it'd be kind of cute if Rose took something from the Moth Tender playbook.
Ooh.
So now she can tell everyone what phase the moon is in.
Oh, that's so fitting.
Ooh, that's cool.
She's just keeping track. It's just a thing she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very nice. And then Yagoki. What has Green Sky learned from this season? Nothing cleans out a deep cut like a good old 69 Joe.
God damn it.
What? What? That was so random.
Misfit said dropping those deep cuts there. And then
Oh.
Van Dyne and Jan was like, nothing cleans out a deep cut like a good old 69 joke.
Okay then. Moving on. Green Sky has made quite a lot of friends amongst the different traders of the town, and not all of them have roots here. At least not that won't uproot, that won't pick up and move. So has a high chance of running into an old friend in an unexpected place.
Nice.
I think that definitely makes sense.
Building
for
up
your
that
character.
network.
Love that.
Cool. Let's see. We've been going for only about 3.5 hours here. I wanted to see if you guys were fine with it. Going for another 30 minutes. We can pack up Silver Spring and at least do the picking, essentially, of our 3 natures. I figured that each of you could pick a nature or roll for a nature, whichever one you wanted.
Mhm.
And we'd have at least an idea. Like, we won't flesh anything out, but we'd have an idea to be thinking on for what our next place will be themed after.
It's good.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So give me one moment while I do this.
Or Silver Spring.
Oh, that bog smell.
I'll miss it. Oh no, Yagoki's putting circles.
There we go.
What are we looking for? Natures or traits? What was it?
Well, give me one moment here. I'm just getting all of our kith put up as well.
Just throw them in there.
Okay.
Awesome into the sack.
Into the abyss.
Rose, Keen Rain, Bob, Francisco, Whisper. And then we're going to take Silver Spring.
And push it somewhere else.
Literally push it somewhere else.
And push it into the abyss.
Here it is. We're going to put it in the Places Visited box.
Yay.
And then we're going to take a new place sheet here.
Oh, this is exciting.
I know, I wasn't there for the last one.
And so there's a lot of natures to go by. The list is up here in the upper left-hand corner. It's also page 137 of the notebooks. But there are 6 types of nature. There's comfortable natures, verdant natures, liminal natures, sprawling natures, lonely natures, and desolate natures. For each of those natures, there are 6 natures within it. So if you wanted to randomize it, which is how I got our place's natures, you could roll a d6 to determine which nature, and then another d6 to say which nature within that grouping you wanted to go with.
Kind of like the randomizing of it.
Ooh,
I also enjoy
okay.
it.
1-3. So mark it.
Oh, did you already roll?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we have a 1-3, so a mark it.
Which is perfect for Green Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Search. Grab out the market.
I was like, why is there a barrel?
Barrel.
What has ever? So that's 1-3 for market.
Yes.
Squiz, have you rolled yours?
No. Good job.
6.
6.
Desolate.
And then another d6.
Yeah.
3. number 3?
Maelstrom. What is that? I recognize that
are you
word.
trying to grab the dice I rolled? There you go.
So desolate. Do a search and grab Maelstrom.
Ooh.
Or Googling.
Delete. Well, it's also written
Okay.
here on the nature. A maelstrom is a great and chaotic storm full of winds and terrifying forces. For market, it
Ooh.
says a market is a place that near anything can be traded and bartered, and where people from across the heath gather with supplies to exchange. Fair.
That is.
Oh God.
Uh, no.
And there it goes.
Okay, so dice 1 will be 4. And there's your other dice if you want to roll that.
Oh, okay.
We.
3.
4-3.
4
You got
Furnace.
double. You got double 3.
and furnace. A sprawling
Oof.
furnace. So 4 is here.
Wow.
This
This
Yeah,
is
this place sounds uncomfortable all of a sudden.
this is quite the
We've just casually created one of the planes of hell or something.
yeah, I was about to say quite the hellscape.
So a furnace burns hot with the force of furious and creative fire. So very interesting combination. Very interesting.
So you think we're on a port town during like hurricane season?
For monsoon
Although
season.
I do think
it could be
we can
more
be thinking on it. And
It
we'll
could be
go into
more-
more of the details of actually creating the place when Husky is here to help us next week.
That's
It
right,
could-
yes.
It could wind up being more metaphorical than literal.
That is a
True.
thing. These options are not
Mhm.
physical descriptors. Like for the mirror place, right? You didn't have to make it a that there is a mirror there or something like that. We went with just the idea of something that is very reflective, being the water is super still and reflective.
Mhm. It could
A
just be
maelstrom.
really chaotic.
Maelstrom might not describe the storm. It could just describe the people is just in a constant flurry of activity. It's like
You made
the
a
trade
Florida
office or something.
Walmart.
I'm going to
Walmart.
I am going to
God,
bop
I
you on
can
the
smell
head.
it.
Oh.
See, and here I was thinking of like the thunder planes from Final Fantasy X.
You're thinking something really cool and dramatic and like
the first thing coming to my head is a place that is vastly crafter and there's a constant hustle and bustle. Everyone's looking to trade.
So it's the Florida Stock Exchange.
Perhaps. But we will see.
We will see next time. So also be thinking of how long we want to be traveling. Hopefully, Husky will be able to make it. And he'll be able. So for his, ask a question to the left, ask a question to the right. That we're gonna do. What we're going to do is say that basically those are experiences and questions that were answered over the course of travel.
Mhm.
And we'll need to decide how long we plan on traveling. Based on the fact that that was the last day of Moondance, we're now in Firetop. Firetop is the center of Silt, where the trees are so bright and red, they've been forgiven, or you'd be forgiven for assuming the forest itself was on fire. So we're kind of in like the dead of fall, just absolute fall vibes. And again, it's kind of like a month at a time. Do we want to have been traveling the whole month? Do we end up skipping Firetop because we've traveled for a whole month? Or do we only travel for like a week to the next town over? We got options. So just another thing to be thinking about is how long we plan on traveling. Because it's technically 2 months. It'll be all of fall and then comes... So it's what was the one before this? It's Firetop and then Grasping is when all the leaves have fallen from the tree. And then we have Candle Feast, which is the holiday following. That's their version, essentially, of Thanksgiving. I think that the moon dance that we were just a part of would be closer towards the winter solstice almost. It's that demarcation point where the nights become longer than the days.
That makes sense.
So just something to keep in mind is how long do we plan on traveling? I imagine we wouldn't want to go traveling through the winter. But we are now essentially at the first day of Firetop. So I'm going to leave the calendar there. We're going to go with our standard 4 weeks as a month type of deal. It just keeps things easy. And that has been one level.
We
So,
did it.
To shift gears, what have you guys thought of your first essentially full Wanderhome experience?
I love that. I love everything about that.
Same here. It's been so like freeing in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we technically have like stuff that we use for reference, but like there's hardly really any rules that we have to like follow rigidly.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a lot of just like, I do this, and everyone's like, cool.
Or
And
if you
because
think
of
it's
that,
something,
this
if you think
happens.
it's something that it's like, you'd be like, I imagine that, or I think that, you know, and you're really putting it out there and looking for that validation. And you guys fell into that role really fast. Like you started using very consistent language for just like, I'm imagining X, or, you know, what if Y, you know?
I also love like playing off each other.
Mm-hmm.
No,
'Cause then
no,
I'm
not
like,
yet, not yet. There's one left. Put
Oh.
it down. Please. You're holding the tower hostage. Okay. There's one left. Yes.
Hey!
I was trying to put it underneath.
You know, because everyone knows you build the tower from the top down.
So, what have you think so far, Yagogi?
This game is definitely interesting and really plays off of improv. And
It is very much so the group storytelling, yes.
Like, you've really opened up, Yugoki.
a little bit on that. Yeah.
Good job.
It's kind of another, it's its own shift. The freedom is almost a ankle bar of its own, because it's like, honestly, to quote Jujutsu Kaisen, it's funny how when given the opportunity to do everything, a person can't help but do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the freedom can be a bit stifling at times, because you want the extra direction that tabletops often provide,
Yeah.
and there's not as many rules to go off of.
Yeah, you don't have that DM every once in a while being like, the plot is over here. Over here.
It's
Come to the plot.
happening.
Come here. You're like waving a little biscuit. Come on. Carrie, here's the plot.
But then you've still got other players, and they're the ones that take that role. We do that for each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. You've definitely taken a more active role over the course of these sessions.
Especially with getting to play other NPCs. It's been very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see Husky in here. We'll only have essentially one newbie that we're kind of learning the ropes through. But we'll get to make a new location next week, no matter what. Even if we're just meeting Husky's character in the new location, if you can't make it. But we'll hope for the best.
We'll have to have Husky add their thing to the to the drawing over here on the table.
Yeah.
You've got to contribute to the mural.
To the mural.
The journey, it is created by all of us working together. An oddly symbolic representation of the game.
Yeah.
And also all of our respective roles for what we brought to the game. Because Yagoki's out here helping with the general framework of everything. Ross made one character. I made the other character as well as some words. And Squiz put us in clothes. So...
There we go. I added some fluff in there.
Let's go ahead and do our outros as we finish things up. Ginger, we're going to start with you.
Ugh.
Squiz, where can we find you on the internet?
I am on the Twitter. I am on the Blue Sky. I am on the Twitch. Very rarely am I on Discord. I don't have my own Discord, and I refuse to get one. But I hang out on the Awooters Discord, so that's fun. If you want to, like, at me, I might look at it sometime this week. I'm sorry, I'm terrible.
You just have to app them more than once. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just send a message and be like, sent you a thing on Discord.
Look at it. Yeah, and that's where you will find me.
Okay. And what's something that you hope to see in the next town or just generally as we continue playing?
I really like the characters and the natural growth that they're doing. It feels like it's not too fast, like it's not forced. And I just really like the natural growth of everything.
Nice. Ross, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me here on Twitch at Ross_the_beer. Same thing on Twitter. And also the sky that is blue. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm live at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you want to hang out, that's where you'd find me. Nice. Incidentally, I am also part of that Awooters Discord, whoever those guys are.
Yeah, whoever they are. Jeez, I hear they even have their own Twitch channel now.
Weird.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was almost too busy to actually play today because they went live, and I was like, I really want to watch them.
Well, I'm glad you showed up here instead.
Yeah, you're
super
welcome.
Glad. We're happy to have you.
Hi, gay.
Oh God.
You're all
fired. Oh no.
Nice.
Disembodied voice.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's the DM's DM.
Hi, it's me, the guy who runs the Awooters team, and I just wanted to let you all know that you're all fired. Every single one of you.
I was not a part of that conversation. Hello.
Editor Worm, how could you?
Editor Worm, why?
Not Editor
Great.
Worm, the betrayal.
Ah, great. Now I'm Editor Worm. Wow.
Continuing on, Ross, what is something that you hope to see as we continue playing? What do you hope to explore? What do you want to see from the next town, or just new gameplay?
I'm very excited to progress Rose's connection to that pensive and oracular god.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm excited to maybe at some point during this next excursion, to maybe drop in some dramatic hints at what's the deal. Why is Terran sad all the time? Why does he keep thinking about these other two people that he never talks about?
Ooh. Exciting. Continuing on, Yagoki Wolf. Where can people find you on the internet?
Just every possible corner. I am all over.
All of the apps.
The red one, the purple one, the clock one, the bird one, the blue, the sky that is blue one. The one that you frame and put up on the gram. Yeah, that one too.
Oh, I'm
Or the
thinking
gra-
so hard right now.
the gram that is instant. There we go. That's the one.
Okay, there we go.
Yugoki Wolf everywhere that I mentioned, except for YouTube for the next watch week or so. It's Yugoki_Wolf there, and playing through Baldur's Gate 3, and at the moment, and there's also some Final Fantasy 14 content sprinkled about in there, and yeah.
Nice.
Hey, what do you call an old woman who has figured out like how to bend time and space to do teleportation?
Maybell.
An Instagram.
Oh.
Hey, Swizz,
Yeah.
you went and got the dog groomed today, right?
Yeah.
Well, how does she smell?
She smells good.
No, with her nose.
Get
I
got.
got.
You got so good.
Live on the stream.
Live on
stream. Marker place.
Rip. Ripperoni.
Wow. I'm
Yugoki,
proud of you.
what would you
Yeah.
like to see as we travel to a new town? What would you like to explore?
Termination paper. You still have
It'll
a
probably
job.
be right up your alley.
Would love to see that.
True. The next town will probably be right up your alley.
It definitely seems like it. The metaphorical, the flaming
Florida Walmart.
yes. Being just another hub of trade and transit and commerce.
Very nice. As for myself, you can find me at little_Foxy on Twitch, as well as on a ton of Discords. DM me if you want a meme. I have them. I have a meme for almost every situation.
Lord.
I am. And you should catch us, I believe, next week. I don't think there's anything that would stop us from playing on the 28th. If there is, then you'll catch us on the 5th. Because of the holidays that are coming up, it should be noted that D&D for the 24th will not happen. We're going to move that to the 1st just to allow everyone to have their, it's that Thursday's the Thanksgiving, Friday's Black Friday, and so on. So keep that in mind. And
It's
we'll miss
Hangover Day.
It's Hangover Day. And then we have Cyber Monday and so on and so forth. But I do believe that we should all still be fine playing, but we'll keep you guys posted in the Discord. You can find all the information that you want in the Discord link that has been posted recently from the Moobot announcement. Thank you, Moobot. Are we going to go ahead and get a raid going here?
Oh, I suppose.
See, who are our options? I see Kooky.
Let's see.
Looks like it's just Kooky.
I'll say that's the only one that I see that's
On the team.
As far as team members, yeah. Just
Dang, more of us need to stream.
I'm working on it.
Oh, hey, Squiz, you going live?
Oh God, no.
You're not going to start a midnight stream?
No, I'm going to the plant nursery tomorrow. I have to get all the plants inside before the snow comes. Winter is coming.
Well, that's a tomorrow problem. You can stream tonight, though, right?
It's 4 minutes till tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
God, it sure is.
Oh no!
Aren't streaming that's coming out of your Christmas
He
bonus.
took your M&Ms.
No more green.
Not my green M&Ms.
The first ones he took were the red ones. That's literally he's took all of your Christmas spirit.
Out of
Oh,
complete curiosity,
no.
what color are Ginger's eyes?
That is a fantastic question. I would
Black.
also.
They're black.
I only asked because both Terran and Green Sky have green eyes. We were just talking about green M&Ms.
They'd probably, like how a dog has like really, really dark brown eyes. They're probably really, really dark brown. You'd have to get really up close to tell if they weren't just black all the way through.
Alright, well,
So
the
it's
raid's gonna
my
go off
eyes.
here in a sec.
Oh,
Yeah.
bye everybody.
Yeah.
Enjoyed this post commentary.
Bye.
Bye.
Miss you already.
No stream on Friday. Bye. And they're gone. And we're still live.
Meow.
Hi, gay.
Editor Worm.
Hi, gay.
And